I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch, every time they wanna act foul. Exotic weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga throwing threes and P's up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ease up. Driving like a storm, had the Charlie burnt the whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag drain the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside by the bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit, ayy. Oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga. Ayy, yup, point is, running to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, split the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Money make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch, every time they wanna act foul. Exotic weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga, throwing threes and P's up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ease up. Driving like a storm, had the Charlie burnt the whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag drain the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside by the bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit. Ayy, oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga. Ayy, yup, point is, running to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, split the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Money make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch, every time they wanna act foul. Exotic weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga throwing threes and peas up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ends up. Driving like a storm, had the Charlie burnt the whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag Dre in the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside about a bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit, ayy. Oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga, ayy. Yup, point is, run it to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, split the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.
Yeah. Oh, y'all see, they cannot hear us. Oh, shit. T-Slap. Can y'all hear us now? Oh, shit. Niggas was just talking. Now, can you all hear us now? Let us know we good now, T-Slap. Hold on, I got the playback shit. Let me see.
Exotic weeds all the eyes, but I'm smoking no loud.
Okay, yep, we here. It's good now. All right. But yeah, y'all, we about to react to low lights, basketball, the world burning, watch it burn down to the ground, all the shit. But yeah, it's a Real Honesty Reactions, Real Honesty Network, Almighty Omilly Undawolf in here tonight. We got the other part of the fucking network. He's in the chat modding up, niggas. So y'all better watch out, because he will get y'all niggas the fuck out of here.
Exactly. And we one subscriber away from 700.
Right.
Somebody come make our night, baby.
One of you 4 niggas watching right now, sub up so we can hit that 7 and I'll do a backflip on them. I'll jump through that table like Matt fucking Hardy. Nigga, what we doing? Cuz.
Hold on, man.
Shut up, nigga. They don't know. They don't know. Nigga, shut up. Bro, what I'm saying. Yeah, nigga, I'm gonna jump through the table like Matt and Jeff Hardy. We flipping off them ladders, nigga. I got one back there. I'll get it.
You're too old for concussion.
Nigga, I ain't gonna do no real flip. Nigga, I'm a swan dive, bro. Bitch.
Yeah,
Swanton bomb.
All you gonna see is the screen.
You know, like when Speed. Remember when Speed jumped into his set? Nigga, fuck it. That's what we on tonight. Yeah. But yeah, y'all. How everybody doing though? Who all up in the chat?
He's out of weed, he's out of
I'm smoking on loud. Nah, literally. There's no cap in my raps. My raps are about my real life.
For real. Only time I lied to my songs when I was like, I'll let it go.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't let shit go. I'm still mad.
Mad as hell.
I'm fucked up at it. Y'all, for real. Mad as hell, oh God. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know, man. Yeah. We got the 700. Yeah, we got the 700. Fuck, niggas, let's go. Yeah, let's fucking run the song back, nigga. We lit. Yeah, Chad, we run the song back, nigga. Fuck it. Matter of fact. Yeah, fuck it.
You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. No hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating.
Hold on, Chad, we about to watch this shit. Yeah, Chad, fuck what y'all talking about. We on shit tonight. Call play, score a winning touchdown. Ain't no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Let's go. RP my dread.
End of an era. Time for a new one.
We in a new era now.
No fitted.
Okay. Wait, when you tryna run some intro. I had the Charlie burnt the hopeless. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit it in the ground in every corner when I pull up. Mac Dre in the whip tryna go down. Yes, I got a stack now. I had to call a play, score when it touchdown. They're the coldest nigga on the West Coast, but he not from the West Coast. Ass nigga in the background. Got Underwolf in this bitch.
Cause she choosing shit. Ay,
Real Honesty Podcast, man.
Man, real shit, man.
700.
700 up game. 700, nigga. Hell gonna come count the wins, little nigga. Hit the whole step at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Drink chasing, I don't wanna feel it. Yes, I got a stack now. Call a play, scoring, win a touchdown. Hating ass nigga in the background. Nigga start hating and wanna act loud. Yes, I got a stack now. I had to call a place. My nigga was on the wall with it. Spider-Man shit.
Bro, that shit's still funny. On that heckling.
Shout my brother Nobi, man.
Shout out Nobi, man. Scared shit out of me earlier. That's an insider, though.
Look, you out of pocket for that shit, but we gonna let it go.
He had me scared. I held my own.
Fuck. Man, we hit that 700, chat. Shout out to y'all. We couldn't do it without y'all. Shout out to all 700 y'all niggas, man. We hit that shit. We knew it was coming. It was just a matter of fucking time.
I said we were gonna hit this shit before screen, but shit, we hit it at the top of the screen. Same thing.
We appreciate y'all though. Whoever made that 700, fuck with you. Want a hand sanitizer? We got one for you. Send them shits out to everybody. What?
Nigga, that you?
Yeah. Which one?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I just had to make sure. I'm like, this nigga look awfully like Omilly, nigga.
Oh yeah, that's when I had the dreads. Actually, had the dreads.
Nah,
Is Tyrone okay?
Bro. I'm serious. Like, wait a minute, nigga. But then it makes sense, nigga. We on it. Anyway, my bad. Sidebar. They can't even see the shit I'm talking about. That shit definitely had me like, hold on, nigga.
That look like you, cuz. Yeah.
You got a doppelganger.
No, for real, nigga. You know. All right, now, chat. We gonna get into some of this actual shit.
That was the other one I was talking about, but I ain't want to entertain that dumbass shit.
Yeah, which one were you talking about? Was it from the low lights or from the other one?
No, it was that one.
Okay.
The Nick Wright. Which one we was finna watch?
That was the Nick Wright one I had.
This one?
Yeah.
I could have sworn you just had something different on the screen.
No, it's the same one, but he talking about the cause he says Devin Booker is better than Wemby. This one.
Man, all right, let's see what the fuck he talking about.
Hold up, let's go to the page. Let's see what else he got on here.
DJ Smokey and who? I feel like I heard DJ Smokey on some real shit, but if you trolling, I'm be mad as fuck. Tyrone a bit high. First of all, nigga, you call us our real name, bro. We ain't no motherfucking Tyrone.
Who the fuck is Tyrone?
That's the nigga from the other night.
Oh yeah, we talking Tyrone is in the corner. Remember, that's why he's acting Tyrone. No, that nigga tied up still. Nigga, come save him. Nigga, 500.
Y'all need some fucking profile pictures. Y'all be having niggas remember goddamn letters and shit. Bro.
Secret code and shit.
What glad? Talking about Tyrone, okay.
Nigga, fuck Tyrone.
Did you lose a lot of money sports betting on DraftKings or FanDuel?
Listen to this music.
You may qualify.
Gucci
It was going to be, but
hold on, cause we already got a set list, but we'll put that in the queue.
His name is Gucci Cigarettes?
It's probably all together.
Gucci Red? No,
basically, that's what I was gonna say, like Gucci Red, Gucci Garrett, whatever. Who gives a fuck? We'll put it in the queue though. We got you, girl. We're gonna put it in the queue. We got a list of shit we gonna do.
We got a show we going through, man. It's your first day in here? Hold on now.
Come on now.
Real G music. All right, bet.
We believe.
You'll be all right.
Chill.
God damn it. What the fuck is the fuck? Why is I know this shit ain't tripping now. All right. Cool. Bruh, what the fuck? Now the mouse tripping.
But there is one individual that seems to not fully get it. However, before we get to that point, I want to at least first play you what Wemby had to say on his MVP case.
Defense is 50% of the game, and that it is undervalued so far in the MVP race. Because I believe I'm the most impactful player defensively in the league.
I ain't mad at that.
Second argument would be...
Who the fuck could be over here?
Nigga averaging like 5 blocks. Nigga, come on, bro.
We swept OKC in the season, and we dominated them 3 times with their real team and 4 times with more rotation players. And my third argument would be that
This yours.
offense impact is not just
Well,
points.
that might be mine for yesterday. You can have it, though.
Now, I'm going to say this. Shout out to Wemby. And as I said before, the response and reaction to that was way more optimistic. Of course, there was a few people on Twitter on the timeline who just completely missed the mark. I am going to just show at least one example of that so there can be an understanding of what exactly I mean by this, because some people just decided to jump out the window and push narratives that didn't really make any sense. Love Wemby, but him begging for the MVP is such a bad look. Generational superstar, don't get handed a contender by year 3, but he did. He will win plenty of awards in the league, but campaigning for it in year 3 is crazy work. I don't care.
He coming off injury too, though.
Should care because oddly enough, not only are you lying, because here you are in the beginning of the season claiming that the Spurs are in first season of expectations era. They could be really special in a few years. Now all of a sudden they're title contenders. In the beginning of the year, in December, you said that they could be special in a few years, but now all of a sudden they're title contenders. The problem that many people have in this discussion is that unfortunately many of you all love to lie about where exactly you stand. Before the season began, no one thought that Wemby and the Spurs were going to be this good. No one thought that.
I thought they were going to be like fifth seed. I'm not even going to lie. I knew they were going to make the playoffs,
the
but
second best team in the entire league. However, outside of a few bad apples and people who may have misconstrued, but outside of a few bad apples,
the West
there
is
was a fairly
deep,
positive response from Wemby. I would argue a bit too positive because Stephen A. Smith has gone from saying that Jaylen Brown is his league MVP, and then Shea, and then a couple of days ago he said Luka's in the race. Now all of a sudden he believes that Wemby should win the award.
Damn it, he done changed my mind. I'll put him ahead. I'll put him in the league.
Did they hear our conversation? Because we said that like a week ago.
Let me explain what you just saw.
Points and
Let me explain to America and to the basketball world what you just saw Victor Wembanyama do. First of all,
I told you nigga averaged like 5 blocks a game. This shit's crazy.
Obviously, myself and others have been on the record stating the Defensive Player of the Year has already been decided. It's not even close. It's clearly him. I have a vote. He has my vote. Defensive Player of the Year. I don't give a
Can he
damn
get
what
both?
I see anybody do over the
I would
last
love to see him
3
get
weeks.
MVP
So,
and the
Defensive Player of the Year is going to him.
DPOI.
That hasn't been ignored.
And as a sidebar, I did not notice until recently, no one has won that award unanimously. There's a possibility, a real likelihood that Wemby will win that award unanimously, and I believe right.
Only other nigga to get it like both, I think,
Shea
was like
Butter is that dude.
Dwight Howard.
Spectacular. Make no mistake about it. He's
And
money in the bank. It really
Shaq
is special to see.
and Jordan, I think.
The second place team, who hasn't been relevant in years,
LeBron don't got a DPOI.
Wembanyama, before the playoffs even began. An NBA playoffs, by the way, that he has yet
It's
to
hard to give
participate
LeBron one.
in his career. And he looked into the microphone and the camera and said, "We've dominated the defending champions when we've seen them this year." I mean, damn.
So again, as you can see, the tone is just completely different. I will say this, I will openly admit, if that was LeBron who had said something like that, the response would not have been that. We already know that, and I think it's fair to say that right now the treatment that Wemby is receiving is vastly different from what we saw from previous iterations and faces of the NBA, in particular LeBron, because Kobe did have that degree of confidence, moxie, a slight bit of arrogance as well, and many people praise him for it. But Wemby is now, like, we're now at a point where it's a very stark difference between Wemby and LeBron and how in which people cover him. So I will openly admit that, but changing your mind on who should win league MVP after a random Miami Heat game in the middle of March when Wemby was great in that game, but he wasn't so abnormally great that it was different from anything else that he normally does. If that was a game that finally got you over the top, then my goodness, I don't know what really to say. But there was someone who wasn't as optimistic, and it was Nick Wright. I already reacted to this on stream, and I do believe that reaction was better. So if you miss any of my content on stream, please go check it out. But unfortunately, they won't let me react to, like, first things first. However, he did go on his own platform, and he decided to break it down himself.
So let me go through his points, because Brew and I got into a more heated than is typical for our show argument, discussion, whatever, yesterday about kind of Luka versus Wemby. And the first point people make is the one he made, which is defense is half the game. And that sounds smart, and that sounds correct, except for the fact that when it comes to winning MVP of the league, defense is not and has never been half the game. And when it comes to individual impact a player can have, it has never been and should not be 50% defense, 50% offense. This is evidenced by the entire history of awards voting, to including the awards we have to give out. We have the All-NBA team, the 15 best players in the league, and then a supplemental All-Defense team.
Appreciate you.
You know what we don't have? The All-Offense team. You know why?
If you ain't following on Twitch, hit that follow button. We live every day. We do podcasts, food shows, streams,
most valuable player award, and a supplemental award called Defensive Player of the Year.
We don't
Thank
you very much.
We got crime coming up.
Because that would be
like crime,
redundant
stick
to
around.
MVP almost
and we also
every
got
season.
merch if you like shirts.
Let me stop him on what he's saying right now, because what Nick Wright is attempting to try to explain is how much more valuable offense is over defense. And though what he is saying is true, the argument that he's making is a terrible one. Like, the idea that the reason why we don't do it is because of awards is ridiculous, because there have been several instances where a defensive-oriented player has made an All-NBA team, such as Dikembe Mutombo, DeAndre Jordan. Like, there's several incidences where a more defensive-leaning player has made an All-NBA team while not being that great on the offensive side of the floor. Like, we've seen that before. And to even further...
Well, what we were saying was we got crime on the way. We got merch. $40 shirts, that's including shipping. And we had thanked you for following us. We gave you the air horn shit. I don't know what all you didn't hear, but that was basically the gist of what we said. So.
Yep. You get another air horn if you didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
All good. Just catch you up. Back to this NBA shit.
Oh, and we stream every day.
Yeah, every day.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You cool too, Claude.
Yeah. We rock with you.
To the point, if you just go back like
That's
20
the type
years
of
ago
followers
when
and subs
KG
you want.
and Duncan
Yeah,
were winning
right.
the award, they
Ray
were without a
Kuzma
doubt
and other
not
shit.
the first, second, or third best offensive player in the running for MVP, but they won it because how much more dominant they were defensively than all the other candidates, while also providing some value on the offensive end as well. So I don't want to make it seem like KG and Duncan are just one-way players. But the reason why KG and Duncan won it for 3 years in a row wasn't because they were so much better offensively or even on par offensively with many of the other candidates. It's because how much they were significantly better defensively from everyone else, as well as a bunch of other things like
They were
winning
doing
and all that other
both.
stuff. But
I don't know if
the
niggas remember.
core of them, which then brings to
KG was
the
balling.
overall
And Tim
conversation
Duncan,
that Nick Wright is trying to have, which is
Timmy's
offense
he's
versus
a
defense.
him.
And in essence, what he is saying is correct. In an individual standpoint, it is not 50-50. It never has been 50-50. It never will be 50-50, but it's not because of awards, but just because that's not how the sport functions. When you have a great offensive player, they can influence and dictate on a per possession basis practically everything that happens on the offensive side of the floor. If you are a great defensive oriented player, it's much more difficult for you to do that. For example, Amin Thompson, great defender, plays for the Houston
Albie was
Rockets.
good.
Last week they went up against the
Mr.
Lakers.
Blunt.
He shut down Austin Reeves, locked that motherfucker up, right? They still lost because he cannot defend 3 different.
What your friend mean by that? Sell offers from
Designers. What you mean by that?
What, you a graphic designer? You make clothes or something?
He said this dude just be talking. Who, Low? He be right sometimes.
Man, hold on, you said yeah. All right, so which one, graphic designer or clothes? Oh. We'll talk to you. You joined the Discord?
Join the Discord. We got you. We talk to you after stream.
You said dead clock right choice. I think he be right most of the time, but also he do be talking about opinion-based shit. So it's like, you know, once we get outside the stats, it's just how a nigga feel. Yeah, the Instagram is in the description.
The Real Honesty Podcast. I think she on Twitch. They don't got no description. If you click our page, though, it's on our Twitch page.
Oh, shit. Well, yeah, what he said.
Yeah, and Anki, here you go. Hit the blunt.
Yeah. Don't get no slob on it, motherfucker, either.
You do, we fighting.
Shit. All right, we ready.
All right.
Different players, and Luka and LeBron went
That's
off,
to
and they
kill
ended up
Omilly.
losing that game with those two going off. Amin still did his job. He still was amazing defensively, but you're still going to lose that game because he cannot defend all 3 of those players. And so when you have someone like a Jokic or a Luka or a Shea, where they go down the court, they touch the ball, and they influence damn near every possession offensively, it is unequivocally true that that is far more valuable than Amin Thompson just having the ability to lock down someone like an Austin Reeves, or even if you are a perimeter-oriented player, but the team functions with a more
you think they
interior
out to get
presence,
Kobe?
then your value as a perimeter defender it doesn't even exist. It certainly gets.
No, they for sure been trying to erase Kobe's career, and I don't like that. I do not like that. When they be trying to act like Kobe wasn't out here balling before. Remember I was saying before he died?
You already followed the page. He can follow you back now.
Hold on, let me check. Yep. Boom, I got you.
All right, send it.
But yeah, they need to stop trying to erase Kobe's legacy. They've been doing that ever since he died. It shows how much niggas don't really like him. Like they be trying to just do hella with this little weird shit. Niggas be talking about him like niggas that would never fix their face to talk about Kobe, saying crazy shit about Kobe now that he died. And so I just feel they need to stop trying to do that. Kobe is one of the greats. Yes, he probably didn't rub people the right way because of how he was. But sometimes to be great, sometimes the greatest, he might not be. He's not here to rub her. He's here to win. And sometimes winning is not kumbaya in sports, for sure.
I also think it just come with dying. Like, a lot of people, that's one thing people don't like about death or won't admit about death, that you do get forgotten. Even with how great you is, like, time go on. Like, think about a nigga like Michael Jackson. The legacy he had, but think about the last shit that was on his legacy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that shit is, it's like, you gonna always have your diehards. Like, for you with Kobe gonna always have people like you to come to his defense because he did. But due to the fact that he died, it's gonna always be people that's gonna say shit that they wouldn't have said if he was able to go on their show and confront him himself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just shit. Like I said, it just come with dying, really. So I don't think they, like, purposely doing it. I think that's what humans do to legacies in general. Like, they just, I mean, you gone. Like, that's just really what it is, bro. You died, and it's like your fans can hold on to you, but the people at work, man, bro, I can't get no new story out of a dead man. Just no disrespect. Just like I can't get no new story out of that. So all we can talk about is what he did. And shit, the people now, if they got to put some sauce on the story today, even if it ain't even as good as what Kobe did, that's just what they do now. Just cause, bruh, still, like, nigga, this the story. This how we getting clicks. So I think they just doing it for the cheese.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's stupid though, cause it's like, bruh, we got.
Yeah, it's definitely not fair either.
Cause but we got certain stats to prove it. Like, Kobe's dead, right? RB Kobe. You know he got the #1 selling Nike shoe still. It be shit like that. And then we have all these people talking about Mamba mentality and shit. All the shit that was going on when he died. It's so crazy.
No, that ain't gonna work. Actually, that'll be creepy as fuck.
You're creepy. That's crazy.
But, I mean, technically, you right, though. That's literally the only way they could get a new story. And that motherfucker gonna go viral for sure. Because I know his nigga ain't nothing but bombs. So, it's just like...
They gonna look like Wolverine and Deadpool.
For real. God, just like that.
Back boat.
But, yeah, because it's like... But I think that's what really matters. Like, the media, the stories they twist. You talking about him asking, is we Italian? Nah, we didn't miss that. We know. He know we not Italian.
Yeah, he just talking crazy.
Right. Our chat like that. They say crazy shit sometimes.
Yeah, they out of pocket.
You gotta just ignore it, or they'll just keep doing it. Appreciate it, fam.
See, that's how you come in with a mustache comment in chat. Shout out, how many people got 13 or is that 10?
13.
Shout out 13 of y'all. But yeah, I don't know. They just keep trying to erase it, but he got all the shit to back it up. So like, but that's what
said. He got the #1 shoe, so that shit not working. Mama mentality still a thing. Like, the shit that the people that matter don't feel like that. So it's like that shit. That's just a topic. Man, don't nobody.
Even if you ask Bron, Jordan, KD, Steph, any of them, they like you said, the people that matter, they know Cuz was a baller. Like, facts, he said everybody stuff and support. Shit. Oh yeah, we got you after stream. But yeah, people just gotta stop just being dickheads about the shit. Let him have his legacy. But like you said, though, people want the clicks and views and go viral and shit.
Yeah, because he going to have his legacy regardless. That's the thing. That's the same thing that I say about LeBron. It's just like, bruh, I see way more LeBron hate than I see love. But I know for a fact LeBron is way more loved than he hated. Just because it's facts.
honestly, LeBron, I feel like he got what Kobe got, like, in the middle of his prime. Same with Jordan, nigga. There's so many niggas, like, LeBron got more love than hate, but the hate goes so viral because niggas be putting on the crazy antics, like Skip Bayless. He did with Westbrook, bruh. Like, be putting it on the antics. Like, yes, there's certain things about LeBron we don't like. Like, but that doesn't erase the fact that nigga is top 3 of all time. However you put your order, LeBron's fault. It's okay where LeBron's at. In that top 3 spot.
There's only 3 people in the top 3 spot that everybody kind of agree with, but you got people that like to be different. That's cool. But it's Jordan, Kobe, LeBron.
However you put it.
It's just whatever order. It like,
don't matter.
Can
we just agree with that and just leave the conversation there with the GOAT? Like, we can have the top 10 debate, but the GOAT, just let them 3 just sit in a little bubble of the GOATs. Just let them float around there.
That nigga said LeBron is barely top 10. Bro, stop playing, fam. Like, you playing, cuz.
He's trolling.
You said stats don't lie, and LeBron is barely top 10. LeBron, Stat, James, that's what you talking about?
Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, and everyone else. Don't forget Eastern European guys. There's a lot of good European players. Like, I think if Giannis get 2 more ships, we maybe can throw him, like, in a conversation of top 10.
Him, Luka
need 2 ships though. I think to break that top 10.
Like, they the type of players, like, for one, in my opinion, Giannis and Luka. Giannis already got a chip, but
and he got 2 MVPs.
Them type of players like Joel Embiid, niggas like that. I feel like even without a chip, these niggas are falling like a T-Mac category. Well, Embiid for sure, because he was injured like a motherfucker most of his career.
And they disrespect T-Mac with that top 75 shit. I ain't gonna lie.
But that's only if T-Mac was healthy, but he never won, I don't feel like that would have happened. But he was, But
he had a solid 8 year. That 8 year, but like even Iverson, like you feel me? That 8 year stretch of T-Mac we had was so amazing. If you talk to actual niggas who play basketball or NBA niggas, let's not even talk to niggas who play basketball at a high level. Or just niggas that hoop. Like us, we'll put T-Mac in that motherfucker. But if we talk to NBA players, they like, nah, nigga, T-Mac need to be in. Even Dwight Howard crazy ass should have been in that motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely some snubs on there.
Steph Curry.
What's up, Shawty?
Steph Curry could be in top 10. We put Steph in the top 10. It's popping in the night.
What up, Nobi?
What's up, Nobi? But yeah, top 10, Steph can be in that.
Yeah, I mean, I think Steph Curry, I rank more just when I talk point guards.
He could be top 2 in point guards for sure.
Yeah, I definitely told him that shit.
Yeah, he for sure. That's the first thing he told me.
Oh God, because he was waiting on me, so I had to tell the nigga what took me so long.
Try to get my nigga a heart attack.
I'm like, nah, for real.
AI for sure is a beast. I got an AI jersey hanging up in my room.
But I think Steph Curry is the best point guard ever. Just counting everything. Impact, impact, influence. Well, influence and impact is literally the same shit. So
that's what Jordan and Kobe and Bron had.
Yeah, so as far as point guard, this nigga is literally, because AI was literally before this nigga came about. Because you'll have people that argue he was point guard, even though he was a 2. But this nigga, AI was the nigga with the most influence ever. But I feel like Steph Curry overtook that, in my opinion. And I feel like he's not only the most influential point guard ever, but he is the most exciting one to watch. And he can't even dunk. So let's just, he can dunk, but you know what I mean.
Is he really the most exciting, or is it just he can be the most impactful?
I think he the most exciting off of preference because I can't name something better than a nigga shooting the ball, especially when he was first doing it, shooting the ball and he already gone before we go in, and also him facing the nigga.
Well, he got that from Gilbert Arenas.
But that's what I'm saying. This nigga, it's like I had to look that up. This nigga was doing it so much that shit, it came to me.
But I feel like that was just the separation of the times. Because of the, like you said, sometimes when the old shit, because Gil didn't get to play for hella long.
Yeah, and them games, it's like, nigga, you got to think he played for the Wizards. I'm in Memphis. How many games you think came on TV in Memphis for the Wizards? So I ain't even exposed to bruh like that for real. So
he had a lot of ESPN games when he had his shoes out. He was like that game when he put up 60.
And what year was that though?
That was 06.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. I'm 10.
Yeah.
I don't give. Come on, cause you gotta remember who you talking to. Like, nigga, I wasn't watching basketball like that, so I wasn't exposed to that nigga until that fucking live he was on the cover.
Yeah.
And at that point, nigga, who
that
the
was
fuck
the last
was in the league? LeBron. I'm really fucking with LeBron, so I'm not even playing with
they had a big rivalry in it. Cause remember they kept playing each other in the first round of the playoffs.
But see, I ain't watching basketball, so I ain't hip.
Oh, okay. I would have thought you at least watched the playoffs.
Man, hell no. As a kid, fuck no. Now, as a grown man, I will. But as a kid, no, sir.
Nigga, that was my favorite time of the year as a child.
You know what I'm saying? But see, you probably was hooping as a kid, too.
That's what I wanted to do. So,
yeah, I just was going to the park, and that was really it. You probably was already organized at that point. I wasn't doing that shit.
What's up?
Cause what?
Nah, I was hooping in parks.
Yeah, I wasn't, nigga. That's all I was doing, but I wasn't watching this shit like that. I was playing the game and motherfucking.
Yeah, the gold medal game, Steph Curry was having a rough Olympics up until the gold medal game. That gold medal game, he put up that crazy stat line. But Steph is exciting to watch because he is one of the greatest showmen we ever had in basketball. Because that nigga hit a three and started dancing, the whole crowd started yelling.
Bro, it's only one nigga that you can say is more exciting to watch than Steph Curry.
Current players?
Yes, bro. Like, I'm talking about point guards.
Only other point guard I really like watching besides Steph is either Ja or motherfucking Kai when you see
I mean, because Kyrie is the nigga I'm talking about. That's literally.
But that's the only. These the only three.
Because I mean, only reason I ain't count Ja
because he not playing.
Because of longevity. Like he had when he played, it was exciting, but nigga ain't been for that long. But Kyrie been exciting, nigga,
his
since
whole time.
So it's like, nigga, you.
Caitlin Clark is hard. I fuck with Caitlin.
Nah, for sure.
I fuck with Caitlin.
She definitely
be balling.
Play like Peyton Pritchard too, for sure.
Fuck it.
Like, I don't know why niggas. I don't know why. Really, honestly, but she took it like it was a diss.
No, that is a diss because she's technically the female Steph. Technically.
I mean, yeah, but when the nigga is talking about what her game look like I feel like her impact for sure is Stephen Curry female, but her play style, nigga, it look just like Payne Pritchard. Like I get what you saying, but both of y'all right. Like both of y'all right. She is the female Steph Curry, but I test nigga looking at her.
The game. If you put a black blob over her and just watch her watch the movements. Nigga, that's Payne Pritchard.
Literally, bro, it's Payne Pritchard, bro.
Nigga, I come to look at the same dribble style.
That's what I'm saying. He damn that same jumper. Like, bro. The closest thing she got to Steph offensively is the distance and the quick release. Outside of that, nigga, it's over with. That nigga, she just a regular point guard, but play style, eye test.
But in college, she was putting up crazy numbers.
No, I'm saying she hooping, but as far as just like
impact,
the closest thing she got to Steph is like I said, the long distance and the quick release. But the play style, Payne Pritchard, bro. That's who she play like, but she impact like Steph because she hit a lot of threes and she shoot from far. But nigga, that's it. That's it, fool. The rest of that shit is Payne Pritchard, bro. What's up with it, Claudia?
What's up with you? How you doing? Everybody that's new, Hard and Pink, what the hell? God bless you too. Appreciate you for watching. We having a good night. Hope you having one too.
Yeah, and I don't know much about Sabrina. I ain't did.
I fuck with Sabrina. Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
She like that.
She got a Nike shoe.
Yeah, cause I mean I seen that jump she did against Steph. Did a 3-point shootout, but I ain't put too much into this.
Nah, but she raw though. Like against other women. Sabrina cold.
We talking about some NBA shit right now. We getting into crime after this, so
crime coming up next.
Where would Karl Malone place without John Stockton? Hopefully in prison.
With his freaky ass.
Yeah, fuck Karl Malone. We don't want to talk about that nigga. Do your Googles on Karl Malone.
But we being honest, I'm a Raiders fan. So
I ain't got no NFL team. I ain't got no team in no sport.
But I'm more of a basketball fan more than anything. But I fuck with the Raiders. We got the number 1 pick, and we have Matt Crosby. So
I'm a sports freelancer.
Fuck it. You gonna go to the Raiders? We gonna go to a football game this year? Fuck it.
I know them Raiders tickets gonna be so cheap. We down there getting there just by walking past the stadium.
Nah. That's ha real funny, nigga. Don't talk about. I'll talk about Memphis Titans. I'll talk about the Tennessee Titans real bad. But we can't. No.
Hey, nah, you ain't gonna be lying. I know what's up. That shit, dude, buddy.
Bird, Dirk is number 2. Bird for sure. Cause Bird only jumped 2 inches off the ground.
Appreciate it, Claudia. Yeah, we real honest about everything.
Yes, sir.
He said no smut on the Raiders. Yeah, my bad, girl.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. No smut on the Raiders.
We getting that whole for the freaky down there. Who is the all-time best white boy in the NBA? Larry Bird. The way you spell Nowinski is funny.
No, now Winsky. Now Winsky.
That shit, that nigga spelled that shit
wrong as hell. Where does he at, nigga?
Honestly, bro, if that nigga Luka keep doing what he doing, girl, I'm going with Luka.
I'm a Cali Raider fan. But I'm gonna take the Vegas ones because I'm not gonna be no Niner. What I look like being a Niner fan? What do I look like? A damn traitor? A damn snitch?
Man, it's crazy.
But
Luka for sure. Oh yeah, damn, I ain't even peep. You peep.
But is it really? Can he really be better than Dirk if he ain't had the? Dirk never really had a losing season ever. It's not hitting the championship, but.
Well, I feel like we talking individual.
Nowinski damn near averaged 30, like a lot.
But that's what I'm saying. He can compete with it. This nigga Luka definitely scored at a higher clip than Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, but
he don't like.
It's a more freelance game now too. So you know how some people be a prisoner to their time. He kind of a prisoner to the game of his time.
Man, well that ain't on Luka. It's like shit. If Luka go out there and double Dirk scoring total,
if he get I ain't gonna lie. All Luka got to do right now for real to be better than Dirk, if we being 100% honest, if he get a ring, it's over with.
Bro, he gonna get a ring and he gonna get an MVP.
The only reason I think they didn't give him an MVP is because that nigga Jokic was averaging triple double and they won the shit. Like that's the only reason he didn't get an MVP.
Yeah, because that could be a prisoner of his time, because the only reason he ain't got 2-3 MVPs because he loaded up against niggas that's playing down there out their mind too.
That's what Jordan did. So Jordan, the reason a lot of niggas didn't get shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Same with Kobe, Bron, and Derrick Rose and Kevin Durant. Like if Bird was legendary shit talker. No, Bird was just cold all the way around. But Bird was a prisoner of his time too, because a lot of his career,
appreciate it, Claudia.
He didn't have no 3-pointer. So like that, they said Dirk, like not Dirk, but Bird. If he would have had a 3-pointer his whole career, he would have had hella more points than what he had. He already,
I believe it.
Because that white boy was shooting for 40 with the left. letting it fly.
Nigga said, what we think of Chris Webber? I feel like he done. Fuck the King. Damn, he the coach or something? What you mean? Because I know he ain't talking about the nigga playing.
He said, fuck the King. I'm a Laker fan, so let's do this. Fuck him. But shout out to Sacramento. If y'all want me to come to a game, I will. Me and Wolf will be there. Fuck it.
Man, for real. Hey, but let's get back to the fucking video. We can move on.
Why we always get stuck on basketball like this, bro?
Man, because niggas like basketball. Chad be talking to us, distracting us.
Man. Chris Webber not the coach, though. Doug Christie is, brother. Wrong nigga. Same team, wrong nigga. But, yeah.
Dampened by a lot, right? So that's that. However, there are always exceptions to the rules, such as a Tim Duncan or a Kevin Garnett, or even a Giannis in more recent terms, because those players, very similarly to what we see with offensive players, have the capability of influencing damn near every possession on the defensive side of the floor because how great they are as rim protectors and roamers. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Victor Wembanyama fits under that category. Almost every fucking possession that man is on the floor, he erases interior. No paint shots, can't get to the rim. You're second guessing everything. And because he's a big that roams around and lurks on the wing and inside the paint, almost every possession that someone attempts or thinks about driving, they stop doing.
Because a lot of this has come up in the Luka MVP discussion. Well, defense is half the game. And for the MVP award, no, it is not. And it never has been.
Gonna speak
and
on.
The last five guys to win Defensive Player of the Year didn't, got a combined.
Yes, sir.
The five guys who won Defensive Player of the Year got a combined one fifth place MVP vote.
Yeah, this is just you're being disgusting because you're being hyperbolic. No one is saying that
you gotta move on, fam.
Candidate should translate to MVP.
I don't know why you thought Chris Webber was gonna do y'all right. Y'all see how you did Michigan? Shit. Y'all watched the Fab Five doc?
Pranked you.
Gotcha. Gotta be clear to that.
What they're saying is that when we're talking about impact, at some point, you need to factor in defense. It doesn't have to be so much so that it should be 50-50. I agree with you. But to act as if like, well, we're going to disregard defense because look at the DPOY recipients. They're never in the MVP race, so how valuable is it really? When majority of the time, the DPOY recipients are not great offensive players at all. The fact that you even brought up the DPOY recipients, and we all know it's basically just Rudy Gobert and probably at 1 year Marcus Smart, you're not fooling anyone. Matter of fact, let me double check and just
Rudy
so y'all
Gogurt,
can see how
nigga.
fucking disgusting. I just thought about that. This
That
nigga
nigga
just
choked out by
blindly
Draymond.
compared what we're talking about to DPOY
That's the
candidates and
one.
recipients. And we all know Evan Mobley, Rudy Gobert, Jaren.
Y'all really mad at Draymond for choking Rudy Gobert? I was happy.
Well, my thing is, I'm just putting myself in Rudy's shoes. Nah, cuz this nigga need to get pepper spray. That nigga came from across the court. Yeah, we do.
We do.
You got a good idea for a song? What is it?
Let's hear it.
Nigga said, look up Chris Webber from it.
That's what I was just talking about, Fab Five. I said, y'all saw what he did to Michigan? Y'all didn't get the reference. Y'all saw what he did to Michigan, so I don't know why you was going to have any loyalty to the Kings. Like, come on now, guys. Come on, man. What's the song idea you got, cuz? Let's hear it.
Let's hear it, motherfucker. For life.
Alright, fuck this nigga. I ain't mean it like that, but you taking too long, cuz.
Jackson, Marcus Smart, and Rudy Gobert as well, and he purposely decided to stop at the last five because if you go to 6, it's fucking Giannis who won league MVP that year.
Oh, Giannis is in that.
You're disgusting.
He won MVP and
you are
DPOY.
disgusting, my nigga.
Shout out to Giannis.
You're disgusting. No one is saying
That nigga got to be in a different conversation now that I seen that.
Well, look at those DPOY recipients. They didn't really get any MVP awards. Yeah, because they weren't that great offensively. But if any of those players were as great as Wemby is offensively,
Well,
they without a
won the
doubt
championship.
would have received MVP votes. Like, be fucking serious.
Shout out to my boy White Chocolate. I'm about to go buy them flight pods that PEs he got dropping. I fuck with White Chocolate. White Chocolate, my boy. Shout out my boy. He from Florida. He be balling on niggas still. And he smoke weed.
I like the Hershey's white chocolate, the cookies and cream. That shit delicious.
Nigga. Jason Williams, nigga, White Chocolate. He the nigga that used to be dribbling,
Be
doing
serious,
passes
because
with
the
his
last
elbow
time
and shit.
we had a DPOY candidate.
That nigga said, I want a White Chocolate
that
Hershey.
was a great offensive player. He won both. And then if we go back before that,
He's a fire trust. What? Yeah, I don't have all the lyrics, but
No. You're not doing that, Spider. Gone now.
That's crazy.
Revamp that shit. First of all, it's you putting yourself in a hard place. You trying to illustrate a vision through text and fucking chat. Man, if you don't follow us on Instagram and send a video.
You gotta explain this in live timing, because that.
Yeah, I need words and
sounds.
a human mouth, not a keyboard.
Trust the process. We not Joel Embiid, so you gotta.
You see how they're working out for Philadelphia.
They have all type of shit going on.
They just getting their shit together, kind of, sort of, not really.
Bobby Jackson or Tony Delk?
I'm gonna go Bobby Jackson.
I know Bobby Jackson. I'm gonna go Bobby Jackson for sure. He said, why they got you guys in the garage? Nigga, we in our warehouse. This is a warehouse. We have a streaming warehouse that we own. That we in this motherfucker.
What you mean, why they got us? Who is they?
Who is it? The wife got you in the garage? No, nigga. What? That's probably what your wife do to you. My wife will let me be in the house streaming. My girl let me be in the house streaming. She don't give a fuck. Do what you do. Nigga, I get respect in my household. I don't know about you, good. Sound like you a battered man.
Nigga said, I don't have a household.
I have me, my girl, my dog. Nigga. I ain't gotta respond to shit. I can go do streaming or whatever I want to. Shit. This nigga got she said, all right, your hour is 7 to 9. She let him be up late tonight because she ain't got to go.
But babe,
you know it's my time to watch YouTube.
I said turn this shit off now.
Get in this fucking bed.
Alright guys, see you tomorrow. She's tripping again.
I'll be back later, guys. I'll be back at 8. I'm only gonna be on for an hour. She gonna lock me away in the dungeon again.
Last time we got somebody who won DPOY and was really good as an MVP candidate or as an offensive player. He also got league MVP votes and Kawhi Leonard when he finished second in the fucking race, nigga. And he finished over LeBron, nigga. How is it oh man, this nigga's fucking disgusting, nigga. You're so nasty. You're so fucking nasty.
I just realized they changed the MVP to the Michael Jordan trophy.
When we had someone who was a good offensive player, good. This isn't even peak Kawhi offensively. Last time we had a good offensive player, not named Giannis, win DPOY, the nigga finished second in the MVP race, and he just so happened to average fewer points than LeBron, fewer assists than LeBron as well. He shot worse from the field from LeBron, better three. Better free throw percentage, but LeBron is unequivocally the better offensive player. And yet, Kawhi still finished higher in the MVP race. Do you know why that is? Maybe it's because of defense, my nigga, but you are lying. You are a liar. You're a manipulator, and you had the audacity to turn around and tell people, I think everybody's just doing a little bit too much. We're doing a little smidgen too much. Shut the fuck up.
We're talking about
Shut
basketball.
up. Or maybe we just watch the sport and we know what's going on. But you sitting here talking about people are doing a little bit too much, manipulating a little bit too much, and lying, and then you decide to only talk about the last 5 DPOY recipients when we all know for a fact if you went one more year, you would see Giannis. Nigga, you are lying. Stop. Just stop. Stop. I would almost be willing to side with what he is saying if what he said is consistent with what he initially said about Wemby in the beginning of the season. Because for those who may not know, in the beginning of the season, when Positioner asked the question about his thoughts about Wemby, this man straight up said, if Wemby goes out there and averages like 25 points, then I will immediately say that he's like in conversations for the best player in the world, or he is going to be the best player in the world. Let me find that clip, actually.
I'm sorry to Joker, and I'm sorry to Shea. If Wemby's going to give you 40, I'm ready to have the conversation. This guy might just be the best. I was agog at what I saw last night from Victor Wembanyama. AD,
big ass nigga, watch out.
Can play on the perimeter, can play down low, has been one of the best defenders of his era, and Wemby made him look silly. And I loved that he only took 2 threes, that he is stronger, his handles.
That shit that Wemby was doing that night was fucking ridiculous.
I remember that. That shit was insane.
Better because of what he is defensively. If Wemby averages 25
points
a game, he might be the best player in the league.
What's up?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI.
There it is. He quite literally said, because how great he is defensively, if all he has to average is 25 points per game, he might be the best player in the league. Nigga, you are literally arguing against yourself. Right now, as it states today, Wemby is averaging 24.3 points. So if you're now claiming that the 0.7 points is a difference for you, for him being, I don't know, to now all of a sudden, he's the best player in the world, brother, just say you aren't watching the sport, or admit that what you said before was a lie, and maybe you were overreacting. Now all of a sudden, everybody else is overreacting. Maybe you're overreacting to just one game. Or B, acknowledging that because how great he is, that he doesn't have to scale to the heights of all these other players offensively to a bare minimum be in the conversation. Just admit that. Just admit that.
I am not comfortable for someone we have never seen do it, assign them the ability or the credit for doing things they don't do. It's one thing when Kevin Durant goes to Golden State. If people are like, well, he could be averaging 30 plus. It's like, well, yeah, we've seen him do it a bunch. Wemby averages 24 points and 3 assists a game. And folks seem to want to say, yeah, but he could average 30. It's just not how the Spurs do things. Okay, I am not going to say that you get to have everything when it comes to your MVP argument. And by that,
no, and before he continues, for those who don't understand the concept, and I'm gonna have to show at least some screenshots on the screen, because what ended up happening live, the Chris Broussard and Nick Wright heated debate is that effectively what Nick Wright was trying to explain is that the reason why Wemby offensively isn't that great is simply based off of, well, look at how many points he records, and then look at how many assists that he records. And if you combine those two, and then you can get the number of how many points he contributes to a team, then that's the reason why offensively he is not as good as Luka Doncic, because I think that was the player that they were arguing for, right? This is effectively what Chris Broussard did, where he's like just showing, you know, the PRA and then the effective field goal percentage. Why he decided to not show true shooting, who knows? I think we all know why, but okay, cool. If you are going to go on this route, and then he's basically going to say, well, if you look at the amount of points that Wemby and Luka records in the assists, and then you extrapolate what the assist points are totaling out to be, that Wemby is only responsible for 31.5 points, and Luka is responsible for 52.9, right? And that was the end-all, be-all to him coming to the conclusion why Wemby is not as great as an offensive player as everyone else. Chris Broussard's response to him was effectively, yo, you're not watching the sport. If you look at it from a skill standpoint, there's not really much from an offensive standpoint that he can't do. And so then he took that as, well, you're just sitting here projecting that he can score 30. That's not what he was doing. What he is all he's doing is explaining to people that trying to gauge someone's offensive ability and impact based off of simple numbers is silly, it's dumb, it's naive, and I cannot believe that we're in 2026 trying to argue with PRA from an offensive standpoint. It makes no sense. It never has made any sense. And quite frankly, moving forward, it will continue to not make sense. And anyone who dare makes an argument simply off of PRA to what someone is contributing on either side of the floor, respectfully, you are not watching the sport and you are dumb. It was so silly listening to Nick Wright not comprehend that concept. But here he is again about to do it once more, that he believes that people are projecting or predicting that Wemby can score 30 when we're talking about he has the skill set and ability to do so, without comprehending that Wemby doesn't need to score 30 for us to acknowledge that he's as good as a scorer as someone who may average 27 points, even though he only averages like 24.
Just offense. Just as offensive players. I don't think he is one of the 10 best offensive players in the sport yet. Doesn't mean he won't be. But I think, and I'm going to do this off the top of my head, I think Shea is a better offensive player. I think Joker's a better offensive player.
Okay.
I think Luka's a better offensive player.
Okay.
I think Ant is a better offensive player.
Okay.
I think Steph Curry is a better offensive player.
Obviously.
I think Devin Booker is a better offensive player.
And that's where you lost me. That's where you lost me. Just in case for people who do not know what D-Book is doing this season. Because if he had said D-Book 2-3 years ago, maybe I would hear him out. Devin Booker, however, 26 points. He is averaging 6 assists, and that's what he's basically going off on. But Devin Booker is shooting sub 33%.
God damn.
Be very mindful that Devin Booker has been basically 33 and below since he lost Chris Paul as a passer and playmaker. And when he had Chris Paul in these 3 years right here is when he had some of his best three-point shooting seasons of his career. Now, he had one right here as well. He shot 38%, but he also shot one that was another sub 33%. So Devin Booker was always an up and down three-point shooter, got Chris Paul, then he starts shooting much better and far more consistently because he has someone who can initiate offense for him and play, make, and pass, et cetera, et cetera. But now because he doesn't have those things, he's become a less efficient scorer, and he has picked up more passing and playmaking responsibilities as he's averaged now 7 and 6. But anyone who watches Devin Booker and then watches Wemby, no one in their right mind would ever dare claim that Devin Booker is a better playmaker than Wemby. Wemby generates far more offensive, like quality offensive possessions for his team than Devin Booker does. But the reason why you wouldn't know that is two reasons. A, your eyes are fucking glued to the box score, and so you see Wemby averaging only 3 assists and Devin Booker averaging 6. So 6 is better than 3, so that's the reason why he's a better passer and playmaker. A passer, I have no problem with conceding that, but playmaker, no. And if you actually took your eyes off the box score and watch the games, you will see very often Wemby existing on the floor. He can just stand next to the paint and players will get open opportunities all the time. This is the same concept, obviously, with Steph and gravity and how much attention you garner from the defense, even when the ball is not in your hand. So the Spurs come out of the gate. They do a pin down, then Wemby fakes a screen. They do a little 77 action. Wemby slips it. He dives, and that's an easy lob. So now the stage is set for basically the rest of the game. Anytime Wemby is diving to the basket, Bam is going to need help and 2 players are going to commit to Wemby just diving to the basket. So here's the example right here. Top of the key, ball gets swung, swing one more time. He comes to set the screen, slips it, dives. Because he's diving, weak side help is already rotating over to Wemby, and Wemby is still behind the 3-point line. Holy fuck. So I think this is Davion Mitchell is already gathering himself to come tag Wemby. And then he leaves Devin Vassell wide open, who I believe is shooting like 44% on left corner threes, which obviously he then makes it. However, Vassell would not have gotten that open of a look if Wemby didn't gather that amount of attention by just diving to the basket. Just diving to the basket. And so even though, yes, Wemby does not get an assist for this, the reason why Vassell is open is because of Wemby. It's because of Wemby. Another example that I think is far more clean and a bit undeniable. There was a play against the Indiana Pacers where, I'm not even joking, Wemby just stood next to the basket and they got an open three based off of him just standing next to the rim. Wemby is standing next to the rim. He puts his hands up. He says, hey, pass me the ball. Pass me the ball, right? He's getting fronted with one man and then backside with another. He's being sandwiched, which means that there's 1-2 Spurs player who is on the weak side open, which means that Jackson here needs to split the shooters. So now, once Champagnie dives to the basket, Jackson now believes, oh wow, he can still get this lob off, or if he gets his shot off, I need to help crash the board to prevent Wemby from getting an open opportunity. Which means that Jackson even starts to gear up to come help while Wemby's already being defended by 2 players. Which then means because he then gave an extra step, he's now out of position, he needs to backpedal, swing, open three. Bam. Wemby is not going to get an assist for that. But Wemby just existing near the lane in the paint, he draws 2 defenders, which then gives the advantage for the Spurs. So when people are sitting here arguing about what Wemby does or doesn't do offensively, and then brings up the idea of Devin Booker cannot stand somewhere and draw 2 defenders. Not comprehending that and only looking at PRA, and for those who don't know what PRA is, it's points, rebounds, and assists. Only looking at points, rebounds, and assists means that you do not watch the sport. And respectfully to many of the people who are having this conversation, you all were talking about football for most of the season. So stop fucking acting like you know what you're talking about, because you do not. You just don't.
The most valuable player, like you say, Wemby's averaging 24 and 3, 23 and 3 right now. SGA is averaging 31 and 6. I think it is most valuable player. I think that with what Wemby does on offense and the amount of shots that he affects on defense, I think together it makes him the most valuable player. Like in my opinion, I think that's how I think of it.
So I get that.
Like I know it's all defense, but
no, and together, you know. I totally understand that. What I'm saying is I think Wemby is statistically the exact same guy he was last year. Last year is 24, 11, and 3. This year is 24, 11, and 3. Efficiency's the same. I guess you can argue he got better defensively, but it feels like he has been basically the best defender in the league since the moment he walked into the league.
Let me double check that real quick, because is Wemby the exact same? No, he's not actually. This nigga is just lying, bro. This nigga is lying. Brother, he is shooting 3% better from the field because he's not taking as many threes as he was before. So because he's not taking as many threes as he was before, he's now taking more 2s. And because he converts his 2s at a 58% clip, by default, that means that he's going to be inherently just more valuable as a scorer because his shot selection diet isn't the same. Wemby has effectively removed a lot of the less valuable 3-point shots that he really wasn't making that often, and course corrected them by acknowledging that if I'm within the 3-point line, I am just more valuable. Now, again, I don't think that he's like more accurate than he was last year in a lot of his middies, but him just taking more shots at the basket, for an example, would just inherently make him more valuable as a scorer because he needs to be closer to the rim. And what's crazy is last year, only 20% of Wemby's shots came from 0 to 3 feet from the basket. Now it's up to 32%. So to sit there and to say that he's the same, brother, you're lying. You don't watch. You just do not watch. And when Wemby gets to the basket that frequently, that often, where it's a 10 to 11% difference, when it's that much of a difference, that can affect the way in which a team defends him. Because when Wemby was on the perimeter, taking 3 to 4 more threes last year than he does this year, the opposing team was fine with that. He did not generate quality opportunities for his teammates, even when he was making them, because more than likely there was a better 3-point shooter on the floor. But the fact that Wemby now gets to the rim more often than he did before, as I showed you before, it then produces better opportunities for better shooters from behind the arc, which then means that they produce better offense. You're a liar, or you just don't watch the sport. It's probably 2 of the same, but you don't know what you're talking about.
It just feels like people are pressing fast forward, and have been throughout Wemby's career. My pal Bill Simmons yesterday on his pod, for a reason I still don't totally understand, did a Wemby's in year 3, but I want to compare him to all of the best year 2s ever. And part of now I understood why he wanted to do that when it came to Duncan and Kareem, guys who played 4 years in college. But like LeBron was younger than Wemby when he came out of school. And LeBron in year 3 was second in the MVP race and averaged 31 points a game. And LeBron, when he was younger than Wemby is right now, took a team to the NBA Finals.
And this is where Nick Wright always loses me.
Because
you're
nothing
more but a hypocrite. Right?
Yeah,
I'm so serious when I say this. Wemby right now is a better player than LeBron at 22. He's better. Nick Wright can't comprehend that because he's like, well, he doesn't average 30. How's that possible? But then he responded with, well, the reason why he's better is because of team success. The irony behind that is because you are the one who was fast-forwarding LeBron over Jordan, and when people brought up team success in that argument, you poo-pooed it. It don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. But now all of a sudden, team success works for you when you're trying to make the case for LeBron. But the whole argument for MJ and LeBron was team success, and LeBron lost that, and you still found ways to wiggle around that nonsense. So wouldn't you have been the same person who fast-forward LeBron over Jordan without him having the same team success as Jordan? But you don't care about that. And that's the reason why all of this is nothing more. And this right here is actually the crux of it. It shakes that man to his core that someone would ever dare in their life say, wait a minute, are they going to put Wemby over LeBron? And it's not even to say that he is. I do think he is at this stage of his career. But it shakes him to his core so much that he needs to make sure that we get everything set in stone, lines in order. Well, what about the points? What about the numbers? What about the stats? Because that's always been the argument for Nick Wright when it comes to LeBron. Not the context of what actually happens on the floor and a lot of things that will not show up in the box score. But he cannot functionally comprehend that. And so, as it always just boils down right to it, Nick Wright is sitting here trying to defend LeBron, of all things, by using a winning argument, team success argument, when his entire identity against Jordan is that we shouldn't care that much about team success. That we then need to talk about what they do individually on the floor. It's crazy.
You can do shit on
and
the
what makes
floor
it worse
and
is
you
that,
still don't win.
of course, Wemby is probably not going to make it to the finals this year. But it's not because he isn't better than LeBron at 22. It's because Wemby.
Jiffy Lube, we don't give a fuck.
Is in a conference where it is far more difficult to climb the ladder to get to the finals because he's in a much more difficult conference. But that's context. He doesn't want that. He just wants the numbers, the PRA, and narratives that he can push. But that's all this is. That's all this is for Nick Wright. It's nothing more but how do I protect LeBron's legacy? Because I feel like you all are really jumping the line, and it's already happening right before our eyes that someone has now come along and potentially has the ability to dethrone LeBron. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck because I think Wemby has the potential to be better than everybody. But I'm not going to allow myself to get stuck in arguments about what someone did or didn't do back XYZ amount of years ago, and that's the reason why, like, bro,
all good.
Absolutely not. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna double check this with what he said as well. LeBron was such a bad offensive player back then, and I'm not even saying like he was a negative, but like in contrast to what people think he may have been, at 22 when LeBron went to the finals, he was averaging 27. So you decided, man, this is so fucking disgusting. You brought up the fact that we're comparing year 3 Wemby to year 2 players, but then you decided to compare year 4 LeBron to year 3 Wemby. So there's that. And also, and more importantly, brother, when LeBron went into the playoffs that year, holy fuck, the nigga fell off. Nigga was out there just getting shots up. Shots up 42% from the field. Shots up 30% from behind the arc.
He couldn't shoot back then.
And he was averaging 25 points, but the reason why he was doing it is because he was getting up a bunch of shots. LeBron's inabilities in many regards end up being the detriment to them in many of those games in the postseason run. But it doesn't matter to you now because all you care about is team success. When it comes to Jordan, not so much. When it comes to LeBron and Wemby, now you're the team success.
You mad?
Guy. Y'all see how the tables have turned so quickly? That's crazy. Literally a decade ago, he was literally arguing anti-team success when it came to Jordan and LeBron. Now, all of a sudden, team success, guys. Wemby has to make it to the finals.
Okay.
That's how the nigga ended the video.
That's crazy. Bro threw a tantrum. Yeah, y'all, that was low lights. Exposing the lies Nick Wright said about Wemby. Yeah. Nick Wright don't got the best track record either, so.
I mean, all them niggas wanted the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at the end of the day, all these sports analysts that's on major networks, they, at some point or another, gotta say some bullshit for the clicks. The only niggas that's really giving a good breakdown of the game is the niggas that got their own network. The niggas that got their own pod, own screen. Them niggas, they talking about the real shit because they actually watching the games. But these analysts, you know, they watch some of the games that they go to. But
man, Stevie Smith was at the last game playing solitaire. They exposed that nigga.
That was in the playoffs, the finals, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be peak basketball.
This is the time of you tell us this is the best basketball. You think playing solitaire?
So that's all I'm saying, Carl. These niggas don't, all them one the same. They just take turns being the jackass for this period of time right now.
Who's the donkey of the day? Here it is.
Literally.
But hey, tease on. But I ain't fucking with it. But yeah, y'all, that was the low lights. All right, time to get to some murder. That sounds crazy.
Not really, shit. We ain't about to kill nobody.
You ever watched that chapter?
Yeah, this nigga, he like beyond evil.
You wanna try one of his?
Yeah, he's the same type of nigga.
If you've been in a car...
That's a new one, too. I seen it, but I ain't watch it. But it came up.
Fuck, we gonna watch this one?
Yeah.
Car accident recently. There are 3 mistakes people make that can cost them tens of thousands of dollars.
Commercial was crazy.
November 20.
Didn't we watch something from him like a week or two ago?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. He look like the beyond evil nigga. But it ain't the same nigga.
Yeah. This not the white dude that was talking with the weird voice, is it? That's beyond evil, huh?
I mean, both of them got accents.
They look like cousins. My bad. I shouldn't even have said that. Damn it. No, all of us look alike.
I mean, but no, these niggas do look alike though, but it's not the same nigga.
Tomato, nigga. All right, y'all. Let's get this reaction. Oh man, I can't even see the screen. All right, there we go. What's good, everybody? So Round C Network here, back with another Round C reaction. I'm Omilly Undawolf.
I'm Undawolf.
And today we are reacting to that chapter, the bizarre case of Darrell Brooks. Who is Darrell Brooks? I don't know. Is the case bizarre? I guess so. But yeah, we about to watch this, y'all. Any thing? What you think gonna happen over under? What you think?
Man, shit, I know a nigga gonna die. Shit, that's it, nigga. I don't know Darrell. Nigga, what? Shut up. We finna get it to Darrell Brooks, Paul.
That shit crazy.
21st, 2021. That was supposed to be this day of joy and excitement for the people of Waukesha, Wisconsin, because that is the day it held its annual Christmas parade. The team of the 2021 parade, the 58th in the city's history, was comfort and joy, with dozens of local businesses, schools, sports clubs, and hundreds of Waukesha residents taking part. That year, the parade began at a junction of Pleasant Street and West Main Street, before following West Main to West Wisconsin Avenue and coming to an end after passing Cutler Park. However, shortly before the sun set, about 40 minutes-ish into the parade at 4:39 p.m., this day of joy and like the best, the community has to offer, it switched from celebrations to pure chaos and violent carnage.
Oh, this the nigga that ran the niggas over.
In that parade.
Yeah.
Hey you, and welcome. My name is Mike, and in this old video, we're gonna take a look at the Waukesha Christmas parade.
We can watch some of this. We watched this too many times. Let's see what else on this motherfucker. I thought this was gonna be something we ain't never seen.
Yeah, we seen that before.
We all know what's going on there. All right. Yeah, cause we watched this. We watched this one. Remember? This the one we watched like last week.
Oh, TikTok.
Yeah. Which one you gonna do? This one? That's 52 minutes.
Oh, let's go to Beyond Evil. Or Red Tree.
Okay.
See what them niggas talking about. He said, y'all ever start early?
Shit.
Not recently.
Not recently. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But recently, it's been like Next month, at the end of next month, we're going to get back to like 6, 7 p.m. Like a motherfucker.
These niggas are 50. It's 3 a.m. for me. God
damn. My bad, fool. Shit. You in New York? Cuz on the East Coast. Good God. That nigga John Greenshill.
Man, big ass head.
Alien motherfucker.
Tasha realized she's going to prison forever.
Which one? Tasha? This one?
Yeah, I ain't read tell her. She look like she lying. Go down. Killer wife realized she's never going home. Killer thinks flirting will save her for prison. Ain't no way. Cop's wife realizes he knows about her affair. Damn, her nigga must die. She must will.
Cops together 6 bodies left by serial killer.
Damn, I don't know which one to pick. All this shit sound crazy. I don't know. Serial killer realizes he's never going home. See what that nigga talking about.
Right here?
Yeah.
That nigga look crazy.
Because there are 5 a.m. flights in your area, there are drivers in your area.
We need to get our money up.
So then when I was getting my money up through my Wealthfront account, I told her
She said they running rapid on YouTube.
Just having your cash
What the
sit
fuck
in a
going on?
savings-
Hold on, let me go check the other shit. Cause I have not looked at this actual chat.
You said on YouTube.
Yeah, hold on. They're on the vertical shit. We got 11 likes though. Yeah. Well, we doing good. Decent amount of views though for shit. Y'all need to stop being weird in chat. I'll be locked in, gang. We gotta get your brother a YouTube wrench too. Gotta give him a YouTube mod.
They be on Twitch like a motherfucker.
Nah, I feel him now. Alright. What's good, everybody? It's the Real Honesty Network here, back with another Real Honesty reaction. I'm Omilly Omilly.
I'm Undawolf.
And today we are reacting to Red Tree Crime. Serial killer realizes he's never going home. So yeah. Nigga been doing bad shit. Now he going to jail. Now he got to answer for it. We're gonna watch it together. Let's get it.
Nigga, stay out my business.
2020, police found the body of musician Scott Sessions lying on the side of the road, covered in snow. It appeared that someone had attempted to burn the corpse before leaving it at the bottom of a ditch. The cause of death was a sharp object pushed through the victim's neck. The police searched Scott's phone, and they found that he had been messaging a woman named Heather Frank. The messages indicated that the two were romantically involved. The very last message from Heather was her asking Scott if he would like to come over late Saturday night. This just happened to be the night Scott went missing. The police went to Heather's home to speak with her, but despite her car being in her driveway, she wasn't home. The police would investigate Heather's files, and they found that she had been a victim of domestic violence at the hands of her former boyfriend named Kevin Eastman. Kevin had an extensive criminal history, which included multiple assaults against Heather. One assault was so bad, Heather was hospitalized with broken ribs, and Kevin was sentenced to 2 years of probation. The police investigated Kevin's phone records, and they found that he had also been at Heather's apartment on the Saturday night that Scott had been there. The next morning, phone records showed that all 3 of them drove to where Scott's body would eventually be found. Investigators found video footage of Kevin's vehicle in the area, which confirmed their suspicions that he was disposing of Scott's body. 3 hours later, they see the same vehicle heading back home. The police were able to confirm that Heather had returned with Kevin after disposing of Scott's body. Heather's employer reported that she had gone to work and she seemed to be living her normal life. This led police to believe that Kevin and Heather had worked together to kill and dispose of Scott's body. Since the police were unable to find Heather, and Kevin had an existing warrant for an unrelated crime. They decided to interview Kevin.
You got contacted today by Donnie Robbins and put in handcuffs and arrested and stuff like that, and it's the reason why you're here right now. And it's kind of because we found out that you have a warrant out of Denver for domestic violence. Were you aware of that?
Denver?
No.
I ain't never been to no Denver. I don't know about Denver.
Stop sign.
Held back, treating each other bad and good and Heather.
You lying, nigga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I still love her with all my heart. I've been very abusive. We were abusive to each other, but I was physically abusive, and I know that was wrong. And I went to counseling and all of that. But so then anyway,
2 days after Valentine's Day,
I
too?
moved out
Yeah, you did.
in August, living on my own, and things were working really, really good between us, and I thought we were really going to make it. And then I got laid off, and then right before Christmas, she just gave me a call, and she said, "Hey, I don't ever want to see you or hear you again out of the blue."
From what I'm assuming that you just said last week,
Yeah,
either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday,
Colorado got some nefarious shit.
Okay,
Y'all
she
see the
had
Colorado and Denver airport?
Yeah, she told me
We
she
need to
had
watch
it.
that conspiracy. You ever watch that
Are you
shit?
busy?
What?
You
On
know,
the
you
Colorado
want
Denver
your
airport.
kids. I said, you want to get the boys together?
There's some shit under that
Let's go
shit.
eat.
They got some weird shit going on in that motherfucker.
She has a date.
I heard they got Deion Sanders on there,
The real one?
Came to successfully on that. Yeah, I
Prime
don't know. I
time.
pissed her off somehow, but she didn't throw me out.
She been doing that for about 30 years then.
But it's just like you ruined everything.
Catch it! Do it again!
Yeah, I asked her to marry me. Yeah. Yeah, but I asked her to marry me. And she said, there's no way she can marry me. And so I just,
how did that make you feel?
Surely.
deflated. Yeah, just like worthless pile of shit.
Oh, you're not.
I was really hoping that it would have went different.
What would have went different?
That she would have let me come in and shower, and it would have been like it used to be between us, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, me
because
beating her ass.
she's always a great. But when she's not mad, she's a great nurturer. Yeah, and like she loves to cook and she loves to keep me.
You really care about her.
Yeah. I just asked her to
Jordan, he said under the airport.
So when you showed up to her house the night that she had the date, how did that make you feel?
Dejected.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Angry.
She's starting to recognize.
No.
Frustrated.
Wait, no, you fucking with.
That's right.
Disappointed, I guess.
I'm let you know who you fucking with. Top flight motherfuckers good.
Like I said, it was no big deal for her to just say, hey, disappeared for 2-3 days.
Yeah.
She just said she had a date and she didn't want to see me that night, so go ahead and leave.
How long were you at the door for?
Scrub Daddy?
I'm Aaron, but here's your daddy.
Freaky ass commercial.
He said, who's your daddy? Hey, bro, stop playing with me, Skip.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't want that.
Kevin explains on the night Scott went missing.
play like
he
that.
did stop by to see Heather, but she told him she had a date, and she asked him to leave. Kevin claims he was only there for a few minutes, and he never entered Heather's home. The detective brings up the missing persons case involving Scott Sessions to see how much Kevin knows about Scott.
And I'm sure that you've probably
Yeah,
heard
that nigga coming.
or seen stuff in the news about somebody
you know he ain't
disappearing
leaving.
from Greeley. Do you know anything about that?
Is it musician?
What, nigga?
Musician? Yeah, he was a musician.
Yeah, Heather showed me that on her phone.
Showed, okay. Yeah. Did she tell you that she knew that person?
She said that she had seen him play, and she actually took the kids to see him play.
What are you doing?
Well, I remember she started crying.
And so why was she crying? What was she upset about?
Yeah, I am sleeping, nigga. Mind your
Yeah,
business.
I really just came here for her to tell you guys. It's like real. It's real personal. I really feel sorry for her.
Shit, they
But
get sleepy
it
too.
didn't make sense because
We young at the same time.
Word.
I can feel that you're really conflicted about
Feel you,
this.
huh?
I am. It's for her to tell you, but it probably really.
I think it would be easier for her to tell me if I knew already, and I could tell her that I already knew what happened.
Anyway, it came out that she had intimate relations with him.
Okay.
And that it wasn't like really, it wasn't mutually agreeable. That's kind of how she made it sound. I didn't believe that because she said she took the boys to go see him. And I said, well, why would, if somebody did that to me, I wouldn't ever want to go to wherever they were at again. You know what I mean? I just want to.
All right, so the question is who did it? Was it her? Was it him?
Well, okay, she told me that, she told him no, and he just kept going. And that her, and I feel bad speaking ill of the dead, right? That's not very polite.
Kevin makes his first mistake by saying he doesn't feel comfortable speaking ill of the dead. At this point, Scott is just a missing person, and no reports have been made claiming he is dead. The detective
told you
decided
these
not
niggas,
to
I told
bring
you
attention
this
to
is
Kevin's
what niggas be
mistake
doing, man.
until later in the interview.
I knew you was lying, man.
On the cameras at the Mishawaka and that's.
Nigga said, yeah, because they ain't have to shoot him in his face like that.
She was cold.
Okay.
We ain't never
Why
said
don't you tell me
that.
about why you were driving up there? Okay. Why did Heather
We
go
shot who?
feel
We
on
ain't even
Sunday
found the
night
body,
up to Winnetka Lodge to eat
I
breakfast?
heard the gunshots.
During
I
the
assumed it
snowstorm.
was him.
I just
Hey,
knew.
Kevin, there's something else we know too.
Right, tell me right.
God told me.
Saturday
Yeah,
night,
that's cool.
you, Heather, and Scott were all at Heather's house. We know that.
Was good.
Okay, so why don't you walk us through what happened?
Hello.
The three of you were at Heather's house for an extended period of time. We know that is fact. Okay, tell us about being there with Scott.
Yeah. We know that you were there.
I don't remember anything.
Here's the thing, Kevin.
Named Scott.
You told us that you proposed to her. I mean, you feel very deeply for this woman, and you know that she had intimate relations with Scott. That's like a, not only sticking something in your chest, but it's twisting it too. The guy that you know, she has slept with.
That would be awkward.
That would be very awkward. Tell us what happened there. You're with your person you proposed to a week later.
Right.
And Scott's there.
I've always.
That you proposed to her and she
I
was
don't
fucking
even remember anybody.
Of course,
Because you've already said yes.
These
Because you
hoes
already
ain't
said that-
loyal.
You already said that you
giving up
were
all
there
the
with him. Okay.
No, well,
About 2 minutes ago, you said that.
I said I don't remember him being there when I was there. I was there at 4. And that's when I asked her if we could go to dinner. And if she'd lend me $100 against my phone.
We know any
God damn, you trying to take her out handball money? What the fuck?
Nigga, it's a robbery.
We also know he was there the entire evening.
You gonna take out the money he borrowed from her.
Earlier in this interrogation, Kevin made a mistake, and he referred to Scott as the dead, even though the police never reported that they had found his body. The detective will now tell Kevin there is no way he could have known Scott was dead, because that information has yet to be made public.
Where did we find Scott? You said that you didn't want to speak ill of the dead. I told you that he was a missing person. Okay. You said that you didn't want to speak ill of the dead. We found him.
They got you.
Got your ass.
They got you.
Up the Pooter Canyon.
Your ass is good.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the
That
police.
he was with you and Heather the night before.
Kurt
at
going to
Heather's
jail.
house.
Kurt's going to jail. Kurt's
And
going to
then
jail, jail, jail. Kurt's going to jail. Kurt's going to jail. Kurt's going to jail, jail, jail.
We were
Nigga.
telling you that we know
Sayonara, sucker.
that you and Heather on the 9th in a snowstorm drove up to Pingree Park.
It wasn't a snowstorm, guys.
I can show you.
That's the only detail.
It wasn't a snowstorm, guys.
Like, it was clear outside, bro.
It was a nice day. Yeah.
So why did you guys go up to Pingree Park? What did you have to do up in Pingree Park?
Hayward Park.
I don't remember going to Pingree Park.
You and Heather took Scott up there.
I've never even seen this dude. You guys are calling Scott.
No. No, we're not talking that, okay? Kevin, we need to get past that.
The nigga laid his head down there.
We have you.
No, you ain't leaving,
in the
nigga.
house with
Get
him
comfortable, you gonna get them blues, bitch.
Okay, and I don't believe that either.
Kevin is noticeably uncomfortable as he does his best to think of an explanation for the evidence. The detectives continue talking to Kevin to keep his mind occupied, which will make it more difficult for him to come up with a lie.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember.
You're trying to hide from this. You remember.
No, I'm trying to remember. I have when I check out disassociation syndrome.
Because you got angry, you got upset, you were frustrated, you saw something that really bothered you about the contact between Scott.
Well, I have disassociation syndrome, but I've had it for years and years and years, and I lose big chunks of time.
I said this shit same time your check came.
Sometimes I'll come out to my car, I'll wake up in my car. It'll be like 4 hours later, and there'll be like flip-flops. I never wear flip-flops.
Right.
Brand new flip-flops from Walmart.
Sure.
I never shop at Walmart.
Flops.
You know what I mean? This
Nigga
is
said
the
he don't
type
shop
of
at
stuff
Walmart.
that, yeah.
Dan
it's
show ain't
fucking
shopping
bad.
at Target, so
You
where's
guys
you
are
at?
sitting here telling me this stuff, and I honest to God don't fucking remember it.
I think you do. Let's back up for a second. You're telling me that you can't remember what happened on the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, or the 11th. But you can tell me that you know that you remember her having contact with him back in January and about how they were going out on a date and how they had...
In January.
Let's listen to me. Pay attention to what I'm saying, okay? And that we've got her showing you the press release and that she was really upset about it. Okay? So let's get past that. We know that you have memory and that you remember stuff. Okay? This stuff about you not remembering, I'm not buying it, Ryan's not buying it. We know that you were there. You know that you were there, and you just want to tell us what happened. And I think that once you tell us what happened, you're going to feel a lot better about it.
The next big issue they have is where is Heather? She failed to show up for her shift at work, and the police confirm she wasn't home, despite her vehicle being there. What the detectives don't know but will soon find out is that Kevin has already made sure Heather could never be with another man.
Where's Heather? So he called too far.
Where's Heather? She's probably at work. She's not at work. She's not home. And her
That's
car's
what they heard that she's missing. They didn't know where she
Somewhere
was
at her
at.
house. Okay?
Remember I told you everybody gotta go.
Again?
Look at it.
Where's
He's
Heather?
confused.
I thought she'd be at work.
She's not there.
What?
Okay?
And you're saying her car's at your house.
Did you check in the basement? She usually hide in the basement. Face down. With blood everywhere.
You were there last night.
That's how I usually
You
find
were at her house last night.
Every morning.
What's up with it?
I was at her house
What's good?
yesterday afternoon. We spent the whole day together.
Did Heather do something?
Was Heather defending herself against this guy? You went over there. She freaked out. There was a mess.
This
and
This nigga basically, he proposed to this woman. She said no, but he also found her with another nigga, so he killed the nigga and then he killed her. But the police don't know he killed her yet. That's what they're trying to figure out now, where she at.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the gist of what's happening.
Yep.
Partner, you are her.
Fuck with it.
You helped her, didn't you?
You cleaned up Heather's mess.
It's okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know that I should love her a lot. And now you guys got me worried because she didn't go to work today.
Kevin, let's talk about this weekend. We're not talking about today. Okay. You guys went up to the Poudre Canyon. You went up to Pingree Park. You went up there to drop Scott off.
Did you help Heather take Scott up to the mountains and drop his body off because you didn't want her to get in trouble? Is that what happened? So that's what happened.
Yes, fuck it.
We can make sense of this. It has come to the point where you can't cover for her anymore.
She's got her kids and her job and her car and her place.
Her kids are grown. They can take care of themselves.
Oh, but yeah, they need their mom.
It's okay. They'll still have her mom. Okay?
You know what? You know what, Kevin? Just between the three of us here.
Nah, for real, this nigga is horrible and faking like he cares.
He's not a good guy. Do you think he did something to Heather? Do you think she's the first one?
He acting like Travis after the Astro World.
Scott was not a good guy.
Shit.
That shit was crazy.
God,
I feel so bad for all the people that got hurt. Nigga was high as a kite.
Hey, I know that's my nigga, but yeah, come on, God.
You, on the other hand,
just not saying
Heather,
that.
you're devoted to Heather.
Kid just tweeted it.
You know what he showed Heather during all
shut
this?
up. Don't say
that
nothing.
She can rely on you.
He might got work. He didn't say a thing.
The detectives
It
reveal
was he
Scott's
for
criminal
sure didn't even
history,
try to
and they
attempt to
claim
get
that he is a registered offender. This is a lie, but they are trying to get Kevin to believe that he did something good by killing Scott, and that the police have his back.
And it's time now.
I just try and show her what a real man is so she won't go do this stuff with other guys.
And how did you show her?
Situation.
How did you show her?
By working hard, by cleaning house, by loving her, by getting her flowers, by making her coffee in the morning. If I could remember that, I would.
No.
Get the coffee, bitch.
But I know that you can remember. Look at me, Kevin. Okay?
These are messages.
Nah, it's hard to be a killer and act like you ain't kill a motherfucker.
Oh,
You gotta
please.
be real deranged.
No, it's not detailed. It's not detailed.
I don't want to hear any of that. That's no, please.
That nigga don't want to hear himself.
She just asked him to
You
come
know,
home.
you don't want to hear it because you know this is what you did.
These are the messages from Saturday night.
You're not the bad guy.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay, you're the victim here, Kevin.
No, I'm never a victim.
Okay,
Even when I'm a victim,
you don't want to see these texts.
Big time.
But it's between Heather and Scott.
Yeah.
She's saying come over. Okay? What I think happened is with these notes, Heather invited him over. Okay, we know she invited him over. Unless you invited him over, pretending to be Heather. But I don't think that happened. I think Heather did it. Heather put you in this position. We know all three of you were there all night.
Well, whatever happened had to be so bad, I blocked it out, guys.
Nigga lying.
If you guys are saying I was there, I don't remember it. I blocked it out for some reason. It was some kind of trauma.
This is your opportunity, Kevin, to get your side of the story out. And I can't accept that that's your story, is that you can't remember.
You helped her clean it up. You helped him take the body up to Pingree Park and dump them in the snow and then light them on fire. You walked over to the dead tree and took branches off of a dead tree and piled branches on top of him.
Stupid.
Just like you were burning stuff today.
Okay, if you guys are gonna lie to me, I'm trying to be as honest as I can with you guys. Did you guys?
Have we lied to you yet?
Just now.
But we haven't lied about anything else that's been going on in this entire conversation. Why would we lie to you now?
Well, I don't know, right? But I know what I know. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I don't know nothing about this guy getting his body done.
Damn, Shay, relax. No, the mustache ain't fake. Let it go. Do you got a mustache?
You were there.
No, I
He
wasn't.
was probably patched.
Listen, man.
You probably get your shit waxed off.
Nah, she didn't there.
We know Scott was killed.
You
We know he was
chemical
killed.
burn on
Heather's.
your lip, motherfucker.
Really?
Kevin continues playing mind games with the detectives for almost an hour. The detectives realize they are just going in circles, so they decide to take a break and go over their next strategy. Before they leave, They ask Kevin if he would like something to eat. While Kevin eats his food, the detectives are made aware that Heather's body has been found.
I think that you probably need to take a break as well and kind of collect your thoughts. Do you want to keep talking, or do you want to take a break and use the restroom? Do you need to?
I'd like to be able to use the restroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want some food? Do you want something to eat?
Yeah, a little snack would be okay.
Hey, sir. Brought you a burger and fries and a Coke. Just because you've been sitting here for a while.
He brought that nigga a burger, and fries, and a Coke.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, no problem. We'll catch you at the end of the day.
All right, say less. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Brody.
Damn, folk got his combo.
That's what I say. He got the burger, fries. He about to tell.
That shit look fire.
Hey, Kevin. Sorry to leave you here for so long. Got to eat? You got something in your
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, a lot better.
Feeling a lot better? Good. Good.
He about to tell.
We know some stuff.
Yeah, so I did it. Buried her over there in the third.
And
Down the
we're in here
come on,
get
say.
two more
to
than
talk to
wobbles.
you to get the
Appreciate it,
truth.
big dog.
Okay, and if we're gonna continue to lie, if you're gonna continue to lie, this conversation is gonna be over with. Okay? We're only in here to talk to you about the truth. Do you understand that?
What's that?
I said I've been praying hard, guys. I have.
Alright, but tell us about the bodies.
Motherfucker.
Nigga,
Yeah.
I don't want to get
I
religious.
don't know
and
the
shit.
truth. My head's too scrambled.
Nigga, stay on task, nigga.
My brain's protecting itself and won't let me recall it. I know you don't believe me.
So
I'm
be
sorry,
smooth,
but-
my boy.
We're not talking about that anymore, okay?
Right.
We know that's not true.
Okay.
What time did you see Heather last night?
Whenever we got back from Loveland, it's right before.
Okay. And what happened from there?
We're taking in the groceries in her apartment. And she just got all freaked out.
Tell us why she was freaking out.
You know what?
She didn't really tell me. She keeps a lot of shit to herself. I mean, she's a hard person to read.
How did you know that she was freaking out if she didn't tell you that she was freaking out?
Just, I knew by the way that she was just mad and just the way that she acts. But I asked her, what's wrong? Let's talk about it. We can work through this. And she's just like, I can't even stand to look at you. I want you to leave.
Why couldn't she look at you?
I don't know. She tells me that a lot.
Right, we're kind of going around in circles, and you're telling us untruths.
So you out here
We've
simping on
told
her.
you
Alright.
that you're lying to us. You know you're lying to us.
You simping
We've
on
given
her.
you so many opportunities.
I'm not, you guys have given me a lot of opportunities.
So
Man,
last,
both of
you're
y'all
telling me
niggas
last
can't
time you saw
talk, man.
Heather was yesterday afternoon, and then you left her house by yourself. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's what you just said a couple minutes ago.
Did you leave her house with her or without her?
With her by myself.
Okay.
And without
I'm
her.
gonna show you a video of a camera that's facing her house from last night. It says February 15th, 2020 at 5:17 p.m. and 20 seconds. Okay? And it goes to 5:18 and 10 seconds. Okay?
The detective shows Kevin proof that he left Heather's house with Heather in his car, despite his claims that he left alone. This proves that he was the last person to have seen Heather alive.
That's you and Heather walking out of the house. She's wearing a white coat. She's carrying some stuff, and you're walking behind her. She gets in the front seat of your car. You put something in the back seat. You get in the car. She doesn't get out. No, hold on a second. We're watching this real quick, okay?
Well, I was just gonna show
Hold on a
you.
second. No, we're watching this. Okay, that's your car.
Hey, this nigga think he in control. Nigga,
And
put
you
that
drive
down.
Look at what I'm showing you,
And you
nigga.
know what this tells us? What we know is that you drove away with Heather last night and she never returned to your house or to her house. And that we had a tracker on your car and we tracked you going out to the house out in Weld County, the farm where the barn is, where the burn pit is that you were tending to this morning.
Right.
Okay? And we found Heather. And Heather is in the same condition that Scott is.
At the beginning of this interrogation, Kevin admitted to working in his fire pit earlier that day, and he even smelled like smoke. Investigators found Heather's body under a pallet inside of the burn pit Kevin had been tending to earlier that day.
It's time to start talking. This is the time that you need to talk. If you're not going to tell us the truth, then this conversation is over.
Heather's dead. Okay, if you gave your word to Heather, that doesn't matter. She's no longer around.
Don't say that. You guys, that's mean. You guys should tell me shit like that. You're trying to make me down there, right?
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Fair.
We just gave you Burger King, nigga. Talk.
Man, I fed your bitch ass.
Man, that's punching below the belt, guys.
This nigga acting like a little kid. But he acting like that because he in there lying. And he feel like he in the corner because he is.
Back against the wall, literally.
Take your head up and breathe, okay? In and out.
And none of that shit gonna work until you say, I did it.
Now through your mouth.
Back.
And Wade gonna be sitting on your motherfucking chair.
He won't admit it.
They do all do the same thing. They be, man, about to implode. Bro, just say, I did it. Watch what happens.
He just started throwing up.
I don't know, could have been an accident. I don't know. Something definitely happened.
Kevin, look at me. Breathe, okay? You said earlier that you thought that this was an accident. Describe the accident to me. Tell me what the accident was. Kevin, you can say it.
Through his fake tears, Kevin spends the next 15 minutes running circles around the truth. He implies that Heather is the one who killed Scott, and that's all he knows. The detectives realize he is building a narrative where Heather killed Scott, and since she is dead, it will be harder to prove she wasn't the killer. They decide to move on to the previous night, when they believe Kevin killed Heather.
Yeah. She gets in the car with you.
I looked at her, the down, so 4:15, she told me to leave. I seen the video, you ain't gotta show me again. You ain't gotta show me again.
I'll watch it again, bitch.
This
is what you did.
We found what was in the burn pit.
Nigga don't never want to see that work.
Okay. There wasn't nobody in the burn pit. I burned the weeds this morning in household trash.
Okay, we're gonna talk. Stop. Let's stop with the lies.
Was she just pushing your buttons?
No, she had nothing.
She was freaking out and you got upset. You got scared. We have a problem here. Okay, and the problem is that we have Scott, who died at Heather's house back of last Saturday night, and that your car was seen going up Cooter Canyon to Pingree Park to dispose of his body and burn his body. Okay, and now last night we had a tracker on your car, and your car went out to the farm.
Because I told you she threw me out, so I went out there and I tried talking to Troy, and she's just like, yeah, whatever.
We've already told you that that did not happen.
You're right, I didn't even go anywhere. I'm just saying I did to cover somebody's ass. Can I get a lawyer? Sorry, guys.
You want a lawyer?
Thank you. I'm sorry I let you down.
Man, fuck you, bro. We fed your ugly ass and you gonna shut down on us?
Burger King, ho.
My life's over no matter what, guys.
Man, quit talking to me.
Kevin, so you're under arrest. Okay, you're under arrest for the domestic violence warrant. We are going to change you out into jail clothing. Okay, we're gonna take some photographs of you.
Ain't good as hell. Oh God.
And we're gonna put you in the jail clothing.
Yeah, get that ass good milk.
Hey, he in there burping and shit.
He enjoyed the fuck out that man.
He like, I left her ass over there by the other tree.
You guys are awesome.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I appreciate that.
Kevin was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. As the police began looking into other unsolved murder cases in the area, they began to suspect that Kevin may have killed more than just 2 people. But unfortunately, they were unable to gather enough evidence to prove this. As far as Heather and Scott, prosecution argued that after Kevin found out Heather was seeing another man, he went to her house and killed Scott. After threatening to kill her children, Kevin forced Heather to help him dispose of the body, and then he later would kill Heather. In the end, Kevin was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. It's still unclear if Heather was willingly involved in Scott's death, or if she was afraid of Kevin, so she did as she was told. What do you think? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.
Damn, y'all.
Oh my God, damn.
Red Tree Crime. Serial killer realizes he's never going home. Yeah, that nigga was cooked.
Man, come on, bro. Ain't no flaws in this shit.
Off the rip, too.
Man, I can't stand. I'm just tripping off the nigga ate good as fuck, for sure.
They didn't give a fuck about saying nothing.
Yeah, then somebody want a lawyer. After we fed you, I would start whooping his ass in there.
Fuck it.
We finna beat on you. Just know that. You finna get beat. So
They gonna turn off this two-way mirror, nigga. It's gonna be over with.
Yeah, watch it. Yeah, interrogation over. Yeah.
Nah,
Boxing match. One-sided. Cuff this nigga.
Handicap match.
We finna beat the brakes off his ass. We finna make him throw that food up.
You gonna get back everything you took, nigga. Everything you took.
For real. This nigga said, lawyer, you scrum me along like you. All right, watch this. Lock the door.
I got what? Lock the doors.
All right, come on now. Oh God, you better get. I'm finna beat the shit out of you.
You get beat.
Yeah, it's on, girl. Nigga finna leave out here with not so motherfucker big on the head. I hope he already took your mugshot, cause I'm finna fuck him up here. I'm finna hit this nigga across his head with the pistol. I might pistol whip that nigga with the stun gun. Just depending on how I'm feeling.
For 40 minutes.
Man,
Straight.
Come on, bro. I'm not playing with him.
So you gotta do what you gotta do to get the job done.
Yeah, cause we done fed you, bro. Then you gonna get a lawyer. Watch this. I'm finna give you some shit to tell your lawyer. Yeah, you might go and file a case against me. I'm finna go ahead and gash, busted lip, broken ribs.
Over with.
And you still going to jail for murder, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I get out my case. You ain't getting out of yours.
Self-defense, nigga.
Nah, for real. Do his ass like Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Drag that nigga across the table.
His ass, all I know is that he's
gay.
Gay, gay, gay.
That shit was hella funny.
Oh, for real, girl.
That nigga had that big ass Uzi. Give me your gun. What? That nigga start hugging that.
Nah. This gonna hurt a little bit.
Huh? This gonna hurt a little bit.
That nigga said, no! Got your ass. Alright, what's next?
Shit. We'll do any one of these. You be fucking with Dr. Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same shit. Psychotic mom thinks she can get away with double murder. She killed her kids. Click on that.
This is so horrible. All right. What's good, everybody? It's the Real Honesty Network here, back with another Real Honesty reaction. I'm Almighty Omilly.
I'm Undawolf.
And today we are reacting to Dr. Insanity. Psychotic mom thinks she can get away with double murder.
This bitch ain't got no ass right here. That shit crazy. But go ahead.
Let's react.
Hello, are you dressed? Yeah. Hi, Detective Juarez. How are you? Good.
Detectives are making their way inside 19-year-old Drake Beckett's apartment.
No, for sure.
In just a few seconds, he's about to hear something that will change his life forever.
So, your grandma, we found her, but she's dead.
Drake's grandmother, 65-year-old Marilyn Gandert, was last seen walking outside her home before disappearing without a trace. Police initially believed they were dealing with a routine missing persons report, but over the next few weeks, this case will slowly turn into one of the most tragic and disturbing double homicide investigations they've ever worked on.
She doesn't have that many friends. She's like me, kind of solitary.
Out here at Encino and Northern, we think we found a body out here.
It looks like it has arms, and it looks like it has hands. It was like intestines and stuff.
Like she was like, yeah, I get real tired at night. I want to die, you know?
So did you do that for her?
Yeah.
This is a sick ass case. Hold on now. I wasn't expecting all this shit now.
2 p.m. in the afternoon when Albuquerque police receive a routine welfare check call. Unknowingly,
Albuquerque, you know what's crazy about New Mexico, yo? I just found out today they got a lot of meth and a lot of killings out there. Not a lot of homelessness, but a lot of meth and a lot of killings. And they say when you go out there, when celebrities do shows and shit, they tell you, yeah, just go to your restaurant and go back to your hotel.
Yeah, I mean, when we drove through that motherfucker, it seemed like it ain't the place to be.
For real?
Yeah, I mean, it shit look like a desert, at least when we was there.
Mm-hmm. No.
And I seen a big ass mouse at the gas station. That bitch went under the pump. I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Yeah, shit, though.
Big ass.
That's what I remember about Albuquerque.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Hell
Shout
no.
out Albuquerque, though.
Shout out to Mexico.
Most gruesome and twisted mysteries the city has ever seen.
Coldest nigga in the city.
I'm at my sister's house and she's not here. I haven't been able to get a hold of her, and she usually gets back to me because I call her every morning and night.
What's your sister's name?
Marilyn Gandert. Her vehicle's here, and that's how she travels. I mean, I'm getting worried now.
Okay.
It's not a good day.
Following the 911 call, Officer Barnhill is dispatched to the address to check on Marilyn. When he arrives, he finds Marilyn's younger brother waiting outside the home. Neither of them have any idea what disturbing clues are waiting inside the house.
I'm getting a little scared. Yeah, no, definitely. So what's going on though? Is this odd that she's not answering the door, or?
Not answering the door. Her phone is like it goes directly to voice messaging. I left a note there yesterday. It's still there.
Okay.
Her vehicle is here. That's what she drives in. I don't know how she disappeared in her vehicle. Is still
Is there another place she goes?
No.
I mean,
she doesn't have that many friends. She's like me, kind of solitary.
Okay.
So now I'm getting really, really nervous. I left messages. I left her a note there yesterday, and it's still there.
Okay.
This is Harry Gandert, Marilyn's brother. He sounds genuinely worried for his sister, especially since she's the only family he has left. Harry goes on to explain that Marilyn is a postal worker who adores her dogs and would never leave them alone. They helped her cope with her grief after her middle-aged son Ryan took his own life 3 years ago.
God damn!
Ryan's death was never as simple as it seemed, and unbeknownst to Harry, the decisions his sister made in the aftermath are the very reason she's now missing. However, what really happened to Marilyn slowly begins to unravel when her best friend and neighbor, Nancy, arrives with concerns of her own.
Is that her?
Harry?
Hi.
Are you worried about Marilyn too?
Yeah.
I haven't get a hold of her for a couple of days, and it's just not like her.
No, it isn't.
And I just did Taylor Ridge, and I'm glad to see her vehicle, but it's scary. So have you gone in? Did you have a key?
No, I don't have a key.
Do you have a key?
No.
No? Okay.
But the dogs are barking. Did you knock yet?
I'm gonna go in the back and see if I can see anything, okay?
Brick wall, man. Oh, hell, this shit gonna hurt.
Boy.
After noticing the garage door is locked and the windows are covered, Officer Barnhill decides to circle around the house. That's when he makes the first of several strange and unsettling observations.
Yeah, dog, wow.
I'm gonna go inside, okay?
Why? Best friend.
I understand that, but there might be somebody in there. You guys are saying people are evicted.
Can I go behind you? It's your family, Chief.
Come over here. I'm gonna wait for another officer. We're gonna go inside.
Man, where you two?
Bruh.
I just don't want you to be getting
What you doing?
Okay?
Getting in the fucking way.
No, for real. What the fuck she doing? She tweaking.
What's that? Yeah, that's fine. I just don't want you getting hurt, okay?
Bitch, is you the killer?
Nancy appears restless, convinced that something is deeply wrong. Even though Officer Barnhill tries to reassure her, he can sense it too. Something isn't right. So before stepping inside, Barnhill radios for additional units to respond to the scene. And as more officers begin to arrive, they prepare to enter the house, fully expecting to find Marilyn's lifeless body inside.
Not on the bed.
Marilyn, this is Albuquerque Police.
Her bed is made.
Right, side by side to the right.
Man, appreciate it. Get the fuck back. God damn.
Get your ass out the way, white lady.
Cool ass dog. Niggas ain't doing shit.
More dog, bitchy ass.
Nah, for real. Especially that little one.
There's that.
I grab a dog.
That's my plan.
Yes, beauty of it.
It's just a lot of weird stuff.
Oh, her keys are in here, huh? So she wouldn't be able to get back in if we secured it.
After clearing the entire home, officers find no sign of Marilyn, but they do notice several suspicious details. Items left out of place, house and truck keys sitting on the counter, 2 dogs barking non-stop, and medication left on the table. For a moment, officers are at a loss, but not for long. They're about to learn that Marilyn owns a second property nearby, a rental home occupied by tenants all too familiar to police. And one tenant in particular is Marilyn's teenage grandson, who will soon become central to solving this case.
Pretty organized.
Oh, very, very organized. Very, very neat.
And then these people that she evicted, who are they?
Her daughter-in-law and, yeah, who was over here on Taylor Ridge. The house is right
Yeah,
over
I know Taylor Ridge.
Yeah, I
very
already
well.
went by there. Alyssa Bickett.
Yeah, I know about that.
God damn, bitch.
She evicted Alyssa.
Yeah, I ain't never doing shit around her.
She'll tell everything.
What?
Yeah, it's always. Yeah, I've been with Drake 10 times in the last 3 months or something. Our CIT detectives talk to him all the time. And he just doesn't get the help he needs, and you can't force that on him most of the time. So
Yeah, because he's an adult.
when you went down to Taylor Ridge, was Drake and Alyssa there?
They hungry.
Nobody was there as far as I knew, because it was
They don't know what the fuck going on.
Oh, okay. You didn't knock on the door.
I did not knock on the door.
Yeah, who these other niggas?
Getting ready to.
Yeah, if she's not in here, we'll go and I'll go down there and talk to them.
They're gone. She changed the locks.
From
They don't have a key. She went to court. She just on
that house.
Yes.
At least not that well. I mean, does she get violent too?
Yes. She gets drunk, and that's.
She's been violent with police before too.
Yeah.
What the problem is she
And
gets.
Drake, you said no, right?
He's currently going to court for battery on a household.
Yeah, that's probably that case when I was there.
I'm worried more about Drake's doing something crazy because he's schizophrenic. I mean, come on.
The back and forth between the trio reveals critical information. According to Nancy, Marilyn's daughter-in-law, Alyssa Bickett, and her troubled grandson, Drake, were recently evicted from Marilyn's other home on Taylor Ridge Road. Hoping to find Marilyn there, officers head to the address, an address they're all too familiar with, having responded to several domestic incidents involving the family in the past. But this time, things will be different. As officers arrive, they're unknowingly on the brink of walking into a murder scene and coming face to face with a killer hiding in plain sight.
Hi, can you come around a second? So, what's
Nigga,
going
this
on?
shower curtains on the door.
Okay, what's your name?
Alyssa?
Oh, Alicia. And the owner knows you're here getting
Yeah,
your stuff?
she on Friday, she said come on Saturday morning and get the key because we had done it for 3 days and she's like, you guys haven't done anything to the house, and so I want to rest because I'm going to work on Monday. So.
Oh, okay, so they're...
So, yeah. I said I'm going to come by in about an hour for the keys. I don't have the okay because but I told her
she
when
talking fast as hell, cuz she lying like a
She doesn't
motherfucker.
always answer me.
So the last one you got from her
Was at 10:35 on the 26th. That was the Friday.
Do you know where she would be right now?
I honestly, I don't, and that's
because somebody's trying to report her as missing.
And yeah, it's her brother. He called me yesterday too, and I'm worried too. That's what I said. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to help you? I don't know.
This bitch
I
lying,
left here, and she on Friday, and she said, "Come in the morning and get the key." And then she said, "I really don't want to go because you guys, I've been there for 3 days. I'm tired. I go to work on Monday." She wanted me out. I've accepted it. I'm leaving the house.
Did she legally evict you, or did she just tell you to leave? Okay.
But she gave me extra time because if you knew how much stuff I had, I mean, I have 23 years of my life. I have 3 kids.
I've been here before.
Yeah,
Reference
Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Drake?
He's at a hotel.
Okay. How's that going for you?
It's going okay. He's gotten better.
Okay.
He's gotten better. He doesn't really help me. That's why I don't. I mean, he came over. He helps me. He helps me a little bit, and
yeah.
He's
not
here now. No. You know,
so you're here alone?
No, I have my friend Annie. She was one of my roommates. We're just getting
Do this bitch know you a murderer?
Packing everything. Like I had a lot of books. I mean, you know.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Do you have your ID? I'm just gonna note that you were here and I spoke to you.
According to Alyssa, she'd been moving her things out while her son, Drake, and her roommate, Annie, were helping. Marilyn had given her extra days to move out, and the messages on her phone seemed to confirm this. But it's still unclear why exactly Marilyn was evicting her daughter-in-law and grandson, something that will later turn out to be central to Marilyn's disappearance. For now, though, what catches the officers' attention is that they've been to this house before, responding to domestic incidents involving Alyssa's son, Drake, who suffers from schizophrenia. He also has a previous charge of battery on a peace officer. So far, Alyssa's story seems to check out, but the moment she steps inside, Officer Barnhill makes an interesting observation.
She says she spoke to her on Friday. But did you see the scratches on that neck? Huh? What? She's got scratches on that neck. Well, she's moving now.
2, 3 scratches on her neck from moving.
I know I'm bleeding when I move.
Yeah, nigga, you moving couches and
this
shit.
Look, she moving. The scratches on that.
Yeah. He's what? I'd like to check the house.
Thank you. Hi.
Bitch, you did not look that heavy on that picture she
Good
showed.
luck moving.
Hell.
Shout out to you, though.
The scratch marks Officer Barnhill notices are hard to ignore, but their origin remains unclear. What has yet to dawn on these officers is that the marks might be linked to Alyssa's deceased husband, Ryan Bickett, as the couple allegedly had a years-long relationship filled with physical and mental abuse, a hidden detail that will soon send investigators down a rabbit hole. But before officers can dig deeper, a familiar vehicle pulls up by the side of the road. It's Marilyn's neighbor, Nancy. She's curious about what the officers have uncovered so far, but more intriguingly, she seems to be several steps ahead of them.
So we're not able to call the homeowner at this time. Obviously, she's being entered as missing as far as we know, the homeowner. She does have text messages saying for her to come get the key last Friday, and she would give her a little extra time to move her stuff out, is what she's doing today.
Come get the key on Friday. That is so not Marilyn. That's somebody texting from Marilyn's phone.
And I don't know Marilyn.
I do. 15 years I worked with her as a letter carrier at the post office.
But let's hope that that's not the case, and
well,
hopefully Marilyn's just taking a mental break for a couple days. But
no, exactly, bro.
Okay. All right, ma'am. We'll see you later.
Clearly, Nancy is not convinced. She's known Marilyn for years and insists that Marilyn wouldn't have handed the keys to Alyssa willingly. She would have wanted to be there for the eviction herself. Initially, officers are ready to leave the scene, but Nancy's words make them hesitate. Her insight shifts their thinking, and they decide it's best to return to Alyssa's house and request permission to search. It seems like the right decision, but in the process of carrying it out, the officers will overlook something crucial.
Exterior doors.
Yeah, no, I just... Watch out, Johnny. I'm just trying to... Sorry, I'm packing my... Just put it here so we can go...
Right, where are you moving to?
Well, I don't know yet.
Oh, no.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Precarious.
Apartment or storage unit for the moment, huh?
Yes, yeah, for now. I know. And then the holes are from Drake, you know, when he gets stupid.
Big ass crib.
That one, I can help
They
you
fucking
with.
shit up.
This one?
Yeah, well, because
Oh, man, that bitch straight.
Chill.
On my shit.
I'm getting there. Like, I'm really getting there. I'm trying to get it all organized. My room is the most
this from Drake?
Yeah. He just
That is a lot of
his head
shit.
in. I'm just like,
Bruh.
whatever, I'm gonna fix it. This too.
Damn.
God.
This is how it was the last time too. And
Man, damn, that bitch bed high as fuck.
Why that bed so fucking high?
Shit like my grandma shit was.
yeah, and I mean, and
Fall out that motherfucker's over with you. Sure.
I expected her to come by, but I didn't think anything of it.
Trap.
No, for real.
Sweet on the floor, man.
Sometimes she
Your ass
gets mad and
can't
won't
stay
even
up
talk
on
to
the
me.
bed.
And she's mad at me, and so, but she has been pretty cordial with me, and I've been, you know, and she's like, I noticed you haven't heard anything, so let's just, you know, so I just put the other stuff out.
As officers walk through the house, they notice multiple holes punched in the walls by Alyssa's son, Drake, leading them to believe it's likely the reason Marilyn wanted them evicted. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Amid the clutter, the officers make a critical mistake. They overlook crucial evidence that could have made Alyssa a prime suspect. Marilyn's purse, medication, vehicle keys, and something far more gruesome. With nothing substantial and no clear reason to suspect Alyssa, the officers leave the scene empty-handed. But just before heading back to the station, they make one final encounter with a passing neighbor. Someone who offers a chilling hint as to why Marilyn was so determined to evict Alyssa.
They were evicted last week. When was the last time you
Damn,
saw
everybody know this shit.
Thursday or Friday. Thursday or Friday? Marilyn Gandert is the property owner. She said they were not supposed to be here without her being present. I would not put those people past making sure she disappeared. Just because, I mean, you know the history of the house. Alleged Russian roulette games.
Needless to say, the neighbor's remark reveals even more concerning details. But with no concrete evidence, officers are left with little they can act on. So with all of the statements and information they've gathered, officers return to the station and pass it along to investigators, who spend the next couple days combing through files. What they uncover next is a twist no one could have anticipated. As investigators dig into Marilyn's inner circle, they quickly find themselves down a rabbit hole of potential double murder. It turns out that Marilyn's son, Ryan Bickett, who was also Alyssa's husband, had been allegedly playing Russian roulette inside that very house when he took his own life 3 years ago. Reports show that Ryan was allegedly abusive towards Alyssa, and the two had a tumultuous relationship leading up to his death. Investigators also learned that Marilyn had allowed Alyssa and her grandson Drake to continue living in their home, but only on the condition of paying rent. With Marilyn now mysteriously gone, detectives begin to suspect that Alyssa might be involved in her disappearance. They theorized that Alyssa could have been responsible for Ryan's death, and that, after years of enduring the ongoing abuse, Marilyn, out of compassion, allowed Alyssa to stay rent-free for some time. But when Marilyn started demanding rent, the tension between them escalated to a dangerous point. With this in mind, detectives now find themselves investigating a possible double homicide of a mother and her son. But with little more than speculation and no solid leads, the case remains an unresolved mystery. At around noon on January 27th, police in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, receive a call from a remote location.
Sandoval County 911, what is the exact location of your emergency?
Out here at Encino and Northern.
Okay, and tell me exactly what happened.
We think we found a body out here in a road, and somebody had put it on like a mattress or something and burned it. It looks like it has bones in it, and you can see intestines and guts, and I don't know. It's weird.
Officers from the Sandoval County Sheriff's Office rush to the address, unsure whether what the caller reported is truly human remains. But the location is eerily deserted. A perfect dumping ground for bodies, and the very reason so many mysteries from miles away go cold, as this officer is about to discover.
Go down to this first corner, take a right, get to the first road, take a left, and it's right there. What do you think it is? They burned it. It looks like a body to me. I don't know, man. It looks like it has arms. It looks like it has hands, and they're all curled up.
They talking about that shit like it's an alien.
I don't know.
I think it got arms, legs, and hands.
Out of the knees, and it looked like it had lips and teeth.
I didn't see like organs or anything like that.
Yeah, there was like.
Well, they did burn it.
Any hair?
Yeah.
I didn't see any hair. It looked like the head. It looked like it had clothes on it. But I
So, are you okay if we follow you that way?
Yeah.
Let's do that then.
Okay. Yeah, follow.
Oh yeah.
This is Detective Myers, being led to what a witness claims is a charred body by the side of a deserted road. He has no idea just how brutal the scene awaiting him truly is, and that it holds the key to solving a mystery nearly 30 miles away.
It's not real, it's creepy.
I think it looks like it has lips and teeth in there.
Hell no.
Okay. I don't know if it's real or.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah, it looks like a burned body. It's got hair. It looks almost like a kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like a really small son that's got in. I mean, I'll let you be the judge when you get out here. But from what I can tell, it's got hair. It's got a mouth. It's got intestines. It looks like a burned body.
The body is completely unrecognizable, with organs exposed, and it appears to be a woman of small build. However, the couple who discovered the body noticed something else, something that would point to not one, but multiple twisted killers.
Okay.
And last night after I got home, it was real eerie quiet. Like
After you got home at 1, there's nobody out here that you saw?
no sounds, not even the coyotes howling.
Yeah, you got pictures of him, just so we can differentiate
Let him
them.
know that they did say that they saw footprints heading toward Encino.
They did say they saw one.
Like on the road?
One set.
They saw one set coming in and then one set going out. So I don't know.
The treads looked like they could be tactical, but they were
Like
small.
boots like this or
Yeah.
something?
Okay. Well, again, guys, you guys are more than helpful. We appreciate it, and you're all good to go. Okay. Hope it's fake. Yeah, well, that's all we can hope for. So we'll see.
Hey, nah, that's a real ass body that he burnt over there, nigga.
According to the witness, residents nearby noticed at least 2 sets of
burn it,
footprints,
FX.
both looking like
Bruh.
women's shoes. Officers secure the scene, record witness statements, and transport the body for
Motherfucker,
autopsy.
radical fix and
An
shit.
almost
That shit ain't
impossible
not that real,
task,
my nigga.
given the
That's a
body's
real ass
advanced
human,
state
nigga.
of decay. 72 hours later, the findings arrive. Tragically, the woman by the side of the road has been identified as a resident of Albuquerque, none other than the missing 65-year-old Marilyn Gandert. The identification was made through dental records, confirming the worst fears of those searching for her. Immediately after this revelation, the Sandoval officers make an urgent call to Albuquerque police to inform them. Upon receiving the news, investigators immediately start to seriously consider the double homicide theory that Alyssa killed her husband 3 years ago and now her mother. Investigators didn't know it at the time, but they haven't even uncovered the worst part yet, because one final twist was waiting, something they never could have seen coming. After the tragic discovery, investigators become convinced Marilyn's daughter-in-law is involved in the murder. But with no concrete evidence yet, they decide to keep Marilyn's death secret while they investigate further. To get some hard proof, detectives decide to visit Marilyn's brother Harry, the man who reported her missing and who's been looking for her for days. When they arrive at his house, they have no choice but to break the tragic news to him.
Are you Harry? Hi, I'm Detective Apodaca. I've spoken with you on the phone.
Yeah. Let me get my shoes on and talk to you outside.
Okay, would you prefer we come inside?
It's a mess.
It's fine. Can you lock up the dogs, though?
Yeah, let me put them somewhere.
Yes, if you would, please.
Come on, doggies. Come on.
So I told you I was going to keep you up to date as to everything that's going on. We talked to Sandoval County, the detectives with them who are working it.
Yeah.
The body that she suspected in Rio Rancho, the burned one, was positively identified as Marilyn.
Don't you have a seat, sir?
Yeah, sit down.
I am so sorry we have to come and bring you this news.
Harry, I'm so sorry.
That's
Is
fucking
there
way to tell him.
anybody you want us to...
Why would they have done that? He must have been frightened to death. My God.
Is there anybody we can call to be with you right now?
No, I'm a kind of a solitary person.
Harry?
I'll call my neighbors and talk.
Harry is devastated. Without Marilyn, he has no one close to him. except her 2 dogs, who have just lost their loving owner. But upon hearing this tragic news, he becomes more certain than ever he knows who might be responsible for his sister's death and why.
We're in the process of getting some search warrants for your sister's house.
Yeah.
And for the rental property. Okay, because
well, there shouldn't be anybody in the rentals. Was she shot or something?
And that we don't know. All we know is that they positively ID'd her, and I believe it was through dental records. So I believe they're still doing their investigation.
Her belongings are probably not there, or no, you don't know where they're at.
Don't know. So we're gonna try to get the warrants done tonight, if possible.
Did she ever make any statements in the past about wanting to harm herself at all? And she never attempted to harm herself or take her own life or anything? No. Never talked about it?
I guess, the only thing I can think of is the eviction thing. I can't think of any other reason why they would have done something.
And Detective Juarez is going to look at everything. She's not going to leave any stone unturned.
Sure about
He's
it?
the last person who would have done anything. That's what happened. That's the movies, or drug dealers or something like that. People think that Lisa lies all the time, and she would promise to pay the rent and didn't. And she just got tired this time, and I told her, well, maybe you should evict her. I don't know what I could have done. I mean, I always wanted her to either move over here or
There's nothing you could have done, sir. It's one of those things.
I still, Lisa would be the person I would kind of talk to see who could have been really bad.
Harry blames himself for telling Marilyn to evict Alyssa, fearing that decision may have sparked the chain of events that ultimately led to her death. Following this, officers urgently moved to secure a warrant for the rental property, officially placing Alyssa at the center of their investigation as the primary suspect. At the same time, detectives decide to visit someone else. Someone very familiar to Marilyn and law enforcement. Her grandson, Drake. He'd been staying with his mother, Alyssa, when Marilyn went missing, but is now living with his girlfriend, Nikki, at a hotel. An address officers obtained from Alyssa during the welfare check. From past encounters, officers know Drake suffers from schizophrenia and has a history with police, but they don't suspect him to be involved. But that won't be the case for long, because when detectives arrive at this apartment, they'll quickly realize Drake knows far more than they do. But before we get to that, most days are long, stressful, and by the time dinner comes around, the last thing I want to do is figure out what to make. That's why I've been using HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, everything shows up on fresh.com/DrInsanity10FM to get 10 free meals and a free zwilling knife, a $144.99 value on your third box. Offer valid while supplies last. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. With that said, let's get back to the investigation, where detectives are about to speak with Marilyn's grandson and quietly pick up on something he doesn't want them to know.
So this is Detective Jody Gutterman. Hello, nice to meet you.
Hi,
Jody
you
Gutterman.
too. So what is your name?
Drake Bickett.
Drake Bickett.
Yes.
When did you, so you moved out about a week ago?
Yeah, I moved out about it.
Who did you live with?
I lived with my mother.
So why were you guys moving out?
We were
What's the
moving out
situation?
Because my grandmother was kicking us out. Well, that's what my mother told me.
How did that make your mom feel?
Oh, she was pretty upset.
Yeah.
She was really upset.
Okay. What did she tell you?
She was just like, I don't know where I'm gonna stay, and stuff like that.
Your grandma, we found her, but she's dead.
Where at?
Well, we believe that it's suspicious.
Nigga, that's your first thought.
Okay, we think someone killed
They
her.
say found nigga grandma
And I'm
dead.
really
Nigga
sorry.
said where at?
So she's murdered? Or like, she's just dead?
No, someone murdered her.
Why?
Well, that's what we want to know.
Because I had just gotten over depression over my dad dying.
Yeah, and I can tell you that Mom's story isn't matching up
This nigga real
with
50.
your story or Nikki's story. And with, yeah.
Okay, is she okay? Your mom? Yeah, she's fine. She's being taken care of.
Drake's reaction is hard to miss, and investigators can sense something is off. His pupils are dilated, leading them to suspect he's on drugs. But his reaction is hardly convincing, and it's clear there's something he's hiding. Despite their growing suspicions, there's no solid evidence to prove Drake is involved, so detectives leave the apartment for now. Later that night, confirmation comes through. The search warrant has been approved. Police immediately rush back to the rental property, hoping Alyssa hasn't had enough time to destroy crucial evidence. But this time, they'll find her waiting for them, and she's far less cooperative than before.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Good, you mind if I step out on me?
That's fine.
Okay, is there anybody else in the house with
No.
you? All right, step out on me.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the situation, okay? First off, we're investigating the disappearance. I believe it's your mom.
It's my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law, okay? We actually have to secure the house.
Okay, I'm just trying to get all my stuff out.
Okay.
Like,
All right, so unfortunately, I can't let you go back inside.
I have things in there.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I need my phone to let them know. Like,
Okay, unfortunately, like I said.
you're not gonna let me get it?
I can't.
No, that is not right.
Well.
I have no.
So
no.
listen, why don't, can you talk to me first and then
Yes,
maybe we can.
but
All right.
that's not fair.
Okay, would you be more comfortable to do this in my car where it's warm? You good?
I mean, my jacket, I can get it. I'm not.
Okay. How many people live here with you?
It was me, Nikki, Annie, and Drake. Drake is my son. And I
Now,
was his
you
pet.
mentioned that she was mad at who?
She was mad at Annie. She's mad at all of us. She was mad at Annie because she didn't like her being here because she says she didn't pay rent. Marilyn was yelling at us, and then Marilyn said, "I ought to just die because, nobody wants me anyway." Like, I mean, she blamed me for my husband dying. So,
Okay,
yeah,
how'd that make you feel?
It makes me feel like shit. Like, it makes me sad.
Right, that would
Yeah.
piss me off.
Well, I wasn't really. I mean, I'm mad at her like for that. I mean, but
Right.
well, I mean, it makes me sad. I'm not gonna do anything. I don't care.
Right.
I just,
Right.
but I know that's what you guys are trying to get at.
Okay.
And I didn't do anything.
And then I'm not saying that. I'm saying it would irritate me too. That she let you get later and then just drop the ball, say, "Hey, I want you to pay freaking rent."
Yeah.
Like, hey,
But,
where's the
well,
discussion?
Yeah.
Do you have anything to do with her disappearance?
He funny as hell.
As suspected, Alyssa's reaction confirms what detectives have been theorizing. The real reason Marilyn evicted Alyssa was tied to her husband Ryan's untimely death. Alyssa herself just admitted that Marilyn had been blaming her for it, which sparked multiple heated arguments between them. But despite her growing anger, Alyssa still has no idea that her mother-in-law has been found brutally murdered. And even though detectives have shown up with a search warrant, she strangely doesn't ask them any questions about Marilyn's whereabouts. Instead, she seems far more focused on retrieving certain items from the house, things she knows, when discovered, will ruin her life and the lives of 2 others forever.
This is the Albuquerque Police Department. Make your presence known. Make your presence known now.
For the moment, the house appears meticulously clean, with no obvious signs that Marilyn was ever there. Yet, officers find clothes and a purse that appear to belong to her. As the search continues, a vehicle pulls up by the side of the road. It's Alyssa's roommate, Annie. When an officer approaches to speak with her, it quickly becomes clear she knows something terrible has happened, but has no intention of sharing it with them.
How you doing? Hey, sorry to flash this in your eyes. Okay, is there anybody else in the car? I mean,
No.
so would you mind speaking with us?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I know you
I'm
probably
tired,
like what? You're probably trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
Right?
well, I kind of know a little bit.
What do you
so
know? Tell me what you know.
I know that her mother-in-law that they rent from, she's missing. So I mean, we talk.
So that's exactly what we're here for.
Right.
We're trying
I
to figure.
figured
We're
that.
trying to figure out, where she's at, because we deal with missing persons a lot. Sometimes they have dementia or whatever. They'll leave for a couple days and then come back.
Yeah.
But it's cold and we want to try to find her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I do know that she has blamed me for them not paying rent, and I mean she's came at me, but we have talked very well before also. That's what I know about her. She's talked with me good, and she's attacked me like viciously and here. So
when you say attacked viciously, what
like she was like screaming, and I'm like, I'm not trying to disrespect you, like we're moving out. I feel like Alyssa's being attacked right now by this is crazy. Like this is nuts.
Well, unfortunately, we got to do a search warrant in the house.
Of course, yeah. She's listening. By all means, I will cooperate with you.
It seems like Annie is more cordial than Alyssa, but still clearly annoyed by the heavy presence of police. Ironically, this officer is unknowingly standing next to the very person who will end up solving Marilyn's murder. For now, though, police inside the house continue the search, and that's when one officer spots something. A tiny speck of blood on the wall and carpet gives police reason to suspect that Marilyn may have been murdered inside this house. Officers move quickly to secure the scene and send the evidence to the lab for DNA analysis, and prepare to inform Alyssa that her mother-in-law is dead, and that she's the prime suspect in her murder.
Your story doesn't match. That's trying to make sure they're not that's what's going on. This officer's going to transport you there. You're going to meet with another detective, and we're going to sit down and have a chat, okay?
After Alyssa is arrested, her roommate Annie is also taken into custody after officers searched her car and discovered bloodstains inside, raising serious concerns about her involvement. At the same time, officers rush to the hotel where Drake is staying, and he's arrested on suspicion of being an accessory to murder. With all three suspects brought into the station, they are immediately separated as the detective prepares to interview each one. The strategy is simple. Find inconsistencies in their stories and provoke a confession from at least one of them. Because Alyssa is the prime suspect, detectives decide to start with her. She's the one they believe killed Marilyn, and they're quietly suspecting her involvement in her husband's death as well. So when detectives sit down with Alyssa, they think they're on the verge of capturing a potential double murderer.
Do you know why you're here today?
They told me because, Marilyn died. I didn't know she died.
Okay, so it is true that Marilyn is deceased. Okay, how do you know Marilyn?
She's my mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. Okay.
I don't know how to say it. It was my husband, but he passed away. It's his.
Yeah, 'cause you did.
So am I correct by saying that eventually you guys were evicted?
Yes, we were.
Okay. How did that come about?
Because we weren't paying. She just. I mean, I'm confused. I don't want to talk anymore. I don't want to even.
You did it.
Be here.
How come you're so upset right now?
Because she's gone and I didn't know this. You know,
I'm sorry.
I'm sad now.
Like, and then I'm here being accused of I don't even know what.
Some evidence has come to light that isn't faring very positively in your favor. Okay, so that's why I wanted you to come in and speak to us and give us your side of the
best way you're gonna get.
This probably could be one of your only opportunities to do that. Would there be any reason that we will find Marilyn's blood in Annie's room?
I don't know. Marilyn, taking things off the walls. And for me, I'm like, Marilyn, please stop, you know, so I don't know.
Is there going to be any reason if we pull that carpet up in that house, there's going to be any of Marilyn's blood on the carpet underneath? Now keep in mind, even if there's blood on the carpet and you use the carpet cleaner to clean it, that blood is still going to be there. It's going to seep through the carpet. Okay. That should just be a yes or no answer. That's not well, there it is. So, you're the renter of the home. You were the last person in the home. Doesn't that seem a little suspicious?
Well, I don't know. I haven't
done
anything.
Missing.
Well, I haven't done anything. I don't know of anybody doing anything, so we haven't done anything to her.
Who cleaned up the blood in the hallway? You guys didn't do a very good job on the walls because there's still blood spatter on the walls. Very small.
They ain't watching enough
but you didn't do a
YouTube.
very good job because
How do you get rid of GSR? How long did GSR last in your heads?
You do have that, so I will get an attorney.
Clearly, Alyssa is shaken by the accusations and abruptly refuses to say anything more. In reality, this is the smartest move she can make. especially since detectives are already armed with stacks of evidence and a
Killed her,
growing
stole the
list of
keys back, tried to get her
contradictions.
shit.
Contradictions like how she initially claimed to have seen Marilyn on Saturday morning, but that would have been impossible as Marilyn's body was found Friday night. On top of that, Alyssa has no explanation for the bloodstains found inside the house. But even though Alyssa shut down the interview and asked for a lawyer, investigators still believe they have their killer. But that won't be the case for long, as they move on to speak with the other two remaining suspects. When investigators sit down with Alyssa's son Drake, they expect the same denials, but Drake is about to do the complete opposite,
Yeah,
and
she
he has
did, and
a
I did
very
it.
unusual twist in store for everyone.
So just to let you know, I'm not here on the warrant.
Okay.
Okay? I'm here on the situation that happened with your grandma.
Okay.
Okay? So that's what I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
I
How
don't-
she's missing?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't necessarily know what's going on with that other warrant of yours. I know I had heard that you'd failed to appear in court, so they issued you a warrant. And I don't know what that warrant was for. Okay? So I want to talk to you about your grandma. About Marilyn. Okay? But I wrote a warrant for you for the homicide of your grandma. So I'm actually charging you with the homicide of your grandma. Okay? I've already had your mom, you know your mom's arrested.
Yeah.
And you know Annie is arrested.
Okay.
Okay? So I have enough probable cause to believe that you were involved in the homicide of your grandma.
How so? Oh yeah, you're the detective.
I am the detective. You remember me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at my house, like I'm gonna tell you the honesty.
Okay.
My grandmother
that.
said
Honesty.
I'm
Network.
too old. Will you please kill me? Multiple times, drunk and sober.
Okay.
That is honestly.
So back in
So I was just like respect, like because I can understand. I don't know if you guys can understand, but I expect you guys to be able to understand. If an old woman is like old and having to work for her children, right? Then I'll do what she wants, you know?
Undoubtedly, this statement from Drake catches the detective off guard. Not only does he outright confess to the murder of his own grandmother, but he also gives the most bizarre reason imaginable. Despite finally getting a confession, the detective isn't convinced. It seems like Drake is just trying to take the full blame and protect his mother. The story he's offering is so outlandish that the detective decides to give him another chance.
So you're saying that at some point your grandma asked you to kill her?
Like she was like, yeah, I get real tired at night, and like I'm, like, I want to die, you know?
So did you do that for her?
Bro,
Yeah.
This
Like,
nigga's
when
not
did you
putting no effort into his life.
In my house, like
He
that's
saying
what she
whatever
wanted,
come to his
obviously. Like I'm gonna cover it up or whatever, and I don't want to get caught.
That must have been really hard.
Yeah. I was there, and then she would be like depressed, you know?
Right.
And she was just getting old, and every day she would work, and she
What'd your grandma do?
She would pay for my stuff, and like, she for certain said that. I know she said that.
That she asked you to kill her?
Yeah.
Do you remember how?
Would I have to tell somebody before I do so, or
Well, here's
would
the
I
thing.
respect her decision as a tired 65-year-old lady right after her son passing away, having a grandson with a different family? Is she truly better off?
Did you think she was?
To die. It looked like she was. She said she was.
Okay.
So I
I
did.
understand.
I passed her away. You know what I'm saying? Like.
You did
So
what?
how did you do it?
That's it. Like that's all the information without a lawyer or a public defender I'd like to share.
Okay,
But
so
that
you
is-
don't want to talk anymore after that? Okay.
That is what she had said. Like that is all I know. That is what she had said.
Okay.
With no hint of hesitation, Drake doubles down on his story, claiming his grandmother wanted to die and he simply fulfilled her wish. And with an attorney requested, the detective has no choice but to accept his bizarre confession. If Drake truly killed his own grandmother and covered it up, that would ensure his mother Alyssa walks free. Even if detectives suspect her involvement in not one, but 2 murders, they have no hard proof against her. With the risk of letting a potential double homicide suspect walk free, detectives know they have one final chance to get the truth. There's still one more suspect in custody, Alyssa's roommate, Annie. Once detectives move on to speak with her, they know her statement could either confirm their suspicions or reveal they've been chasing the wrong suspect all along.
So basically, I'm pretty much just going to turn this over to you. I'm going to allow you to talk, tell me what you know, what occurred with Marilyn Gandert.
We all were in Alyssa's room getting high, and Marilyn was outside.
When you say we all, who are you referring to?
Me, Drake, and Alyssa.
Okay, so you guys are in Alyssa's bedroom getting high. What are you getting high on?
Meth.
Meth.
Knew it.
Alyssa, like, she had brought it up before about killing Marilyn. I thought she was joking, and then I was playing music, walking around the room. I opened the door, and I kind of she just told me when she nods, because she would pretend that she was the Don, like the Godfather. She just told me when I nod, get her. Marilyn was coming in. I turned around and Alyssa like looked at me and nodded again. I started walking like quickly behind them, and I got Marilyn in from behind and took her down. And at that point, I had gotten off of Marilyn because I had her pinned down, and Drake got on top of her. I think I yelled at Alyssa to get something to cover her mouth. She brought some wrap that she was using to pack, and she gave that thing to Drake, and Drake started hitting her. I think we all took turns after that doing that, started stabbing her, and I seen him like going at it a bunch of times, and I grabbed the knife from him. He had already cut her throat. I prayed, and then Drake asked me to pray for him.
In an unexpected stroke of luck, Annie gives detectives exactly what they hoped for, a full confession of what truly happened to Marilyn. With this breakthrough, all 3 suspects are charged with open counts of homicide, giving police time to investigate further before determining the degree of murder. During this time, detectives receive DNA evidence from bloodstains collected at the rental house. The DNA matches Marilyn's, providing the final missing piece to solve this case. Investigators conclude that Marilyn's death was a coordinated, premeditated murder carried out by Alyssa, her son Drake, and roommate Annie. They determined that Marilyn was beaten to the ground by Annie before Alyssa struck her in the head with a small club. Then she was stabbed nearly a dozen times in the neck by her own grandson Drake. The killer trio then transported her body to a remote location in Rio Rancho, where they set her body on fire, hoping to destroy any evidence. Investigators also revisit Ryan Bickett's case, Marilyn's son and Alyssa's husband. However, despite their suspicions, no new evidence suggests foul play, and the conclusion remains the same. Ryan took his own life. In 2019, a year after Marilyn's death, the trio accepts plea deals to avoid trial. Annie Rael pleads guilty to second-degree murder, receiving a 12-year sentence in exchange for her testimony. Alyssa Bickett pleads guilty to second-degree murder and is sentenced to 30 years in prison, while her son, Drake, pleads guilty to second-degree murder and receives 26 years in New Mexico's Department of Corrections.
Man, Annie got off easy, but she told, so shit.
That's why she got off easy, but everybody else 20, 25.
Yeah, she still got a little life. So she still, you know what I'm saying, bounce back when she get out. It's over with for Alyssa and my boy. He young.
Drake.
He 20, so he'll be in his 40s.
He'll be like 45, 46.
If he make it. You know what I'm saying? Nigga schizophrenic and shit might do some crazy shit.
You never know. They might jump, man, anything. So, yeah, bruh. I still can't believe all them niggas did that shit to that lady.
No, for real, bro.
Cause y'all didn't want to pay rent.
He was trying to take the fall for him. Nah, nigga, that shit didn't even make sense. Nigga said she wanted to die.
What? Come up with a better lie.
And I'm gonna tell my grandson to kill me, bro. Get the fuck out of here. What's wrong with you?
I ain't fucking with y'all.
Cause this shit said a man attacked a blind woman as his 44th crime.
You gonna say that for tomorrow?
That shit crazy.
Niggas got crazy shit going on. But alright, chat, y'all got 2 hours and 52 minutes out of us tonight. Yeah, man. But we'll be back on this bitch tomorrow for Coulda Been Love, man.
Man, the finale.
They got Costa out on that bitch, supposedly, so it's gonna go up. We're gonna see who he gonna pick. Nigga gonna pick Pit Bully, I'm telling you. Hey, yo, son.
Either her or Scrap.
Yeah, what? He gonna pick one of them. What if he pick both?
I don't know, but I know he ain't gonna pick no girl.
He ain't gonna do that.
That ain't that entertaining.
He's sticking to the program, watch. He gonna stick to the program. He know what he's supposed to do. But, alright, y'all. We about to get the fuck up off of here. Y'all have a good night, good morning. Y'all join the Discord. Send some videos for us to react to. Y'all, shit, have a good night. We the fuck up out of here. Peace, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Early morning. Whatever the fuck else is going on. But, yeah. Folks, y'all. Peace out.
Get the money, make it flip. Yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip. Yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch every time they wanna act foul. Exotic weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga, throwing threes and P's up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ends up. Driving like the store, had the Charlie burnt her whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag drain the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside about the bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit, ayy. Oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga. Ayy, yeah, point is, run it to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, split the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud.